All right, ladies and gentlemen, hope you're all doing well. Welcome back to some Total War Warhammer. Today we're going to be having a double elimination tournament, and I will be playing a faction I don't normally play, which should be very fun. I'm going to be playing the Vampire Counts. You know, it's almost Halloween. It's go time, man. So let's get that going and let the players know that the tournament is live. All right, and let us do it. Goblins, tourney is live. Go time. All right. So players, find your opponents. I think this player should be checked in. Let me see. Okay, one sec here. Just doing a little bit of adminning here, but I do have my first round opponent. Not sure what they're playing yet, but we're going to be finding out in a second. So turn game. And yeah, it's been a while since I played in an SFT. This is going to be fun. Definitely excited to get some scary units going. Some of the maybe ghost units. I think that would be very, very cool. All right, we're up. Good luck, have fun. All right, all right. Sign up and check in. Okay, so just checking here. If somebody doesn't show, we can certainly get that player in. But for now, we're going to be doing the Vampire Counts. So Vampire Counts are here, and let's have some fun with it, man. You think Grey Guard with Halberds are a good addition? Yeah, they're going to be very nice for Vampire Counts for sure. That's a huge one. Like, I mean, not that ogres are like a meta opponent or anything, but any faction that likes to use monstrous infantry, that's going to be super useful, even against lizardmen, like Croxagors, whatever. It's very, very nice. But it's not out yet. We're going to be playing the old school Vampire Counts. Undead Bat Gorilla Beasts. Yes, yes. Okay. So checking here. And is he in the tournament? I don't know if he is. Silco, are you in tourney? Or were you too late? Okay. Don't worry. My opponent's saying I'm cooked. You'll be fine, man. Don't worry about it. I'm learning Vampire Counts. And I want to try some wacky stuff here today. Unfortunately, the Black Coach isn't very good. That's a unit that's a power fantasy of mine. I really want to make it work, but I find that it's always a little bit janky. That Vampire Count versus Kislev upload the other day. Yeah, that's just the state of that matchup, that's for sure. I mean, I don't really know how Vampire Counts beat Kislev. Maybe in Domination it's different, right? Well, that was a Domination game, yeah. So I don't know. Maybe Land Battle's different. Who knows? But yeah, Kislev is a terror for sure. All right. So let's see here. Let's invite player. Do this and try that. Do you have? Just making sure my opponent's on the same version of the game because they need the map pack to play. I know we got some newer players going today as well. Okay. No worries. Get you next time. So yeah, today's double elimination. Essentially, you get 2 chances at it. Okay. Okay, so you need to close game. Go download that. My opponent is a little bit newer, so I'm going to be helping him out to get the map pack. It's in Steam Workshop. Total Tavern Tournament map pack. We'll take 2 mins. Then reboot with it on, and you're golden. Ah. Okay, sounds good. Looks like they have it and everything. So let's see what we're playing in the first matchup so we can start doing our build. So he is playing what? Looking at the declaration area, he is playing, I don't see his declaration yet. Must be up here somewhere. We'll find out who he's playing in a second. I might have forgot to declare it. Who knows? It's all good though. We will work it out. Okay, perfect. Yeah, we got some great players signed up today, that's for sure. It was certainly a short notice event. I just announced it about 2 hours ago. I wasn't sure if we were going to get the numbers, but we thankfully did get, I think, around 10, 15 people, somewhere in that ballpark. I'm lagging right now, really? That's weird. Yeah, refresh the stream. I don't see any lag on my end, so it might be a YouTube server thing. Hopefully not. Stream keeps crashing. How about now? Let me know if it's stable. Let me know if there's any issues. Pro tip for the Vampire Counts, at least pick some undead units. That's the plan. We're definitely going to get some of those. Is he on Bretonia? Ooh, Bretonia would be an interesting one. All right, so what do we got? So is it Bretonia? Is it going to be them? I think so. It's fine. Keeps buffering every couple minutes. That's really strange. Yeah, I'm not seeing any dropped frames on my end, so that certainly certainly doesn't. Okay, High Elves. High Elves versus Vampire counts. Okay, how do we play this matchup? Fireborn definitely put a wrench in things a little bit. I think they do. Blood Knights get wrecked by Fireborn too, so that is also a little bit problematic. We could go wide, go with like a Vlad von Karstein kind of build. That's definitely not a terrible idea. You're going to want some corpse card action, so probably just the Unholy Lodestones are going to be fine. So we'll get those, and then some Skeleton Spears are always welcome. So very chaff-centric. I think Vargeists are your bread and butter in this matchup. I think that's the plan. Buffering as well. I think it's a YouTube thing. Yeah, it's probably a YouTube thing. If you refresh it once or twice, it should be good to go from there. You should be good to party. All right, so who do we want for the Lord is the question. Heinrich is okay. Helmengorst, the meme of the days of old. Strigoi Ghoul King. I believe, I mean, if you put him up on the Terrorgeist, he does get anti-large. He does have Spirit Leech as well as some good combat abilities, can drop some goblins. I'm really a big enjoyer of Vlad the Chad, though. Vlad is really fun. Also, ooh, that's actually a cool idea, too. Okay, I'm going to maybe surprise you guys a little something here. So let's do this. Okay, and then we can get that and that. Although, man, Winds of Death is so fun. If you could pull off fat Winds of Death against High Elves, it just feels so righteous. Feels so good. Okay. Let's get you. Let's do this, and Manfredo is probably the best Winds of Death caster in my experience. He definitely does very, very well with it. We could probably cut that or keep that. That's fine and cool. So that's going to be our core army here. It could be something, yeah, I know YouTube is always messing around with like ad block stuff, so sometimes I know if you have ad block enabled, I know it can sometimes mess around with YouTube and cause some drama there, which is annoying for sure. I understand ads are obnoxious. Okay, so aside from this, man, I really want to use Blood Knights. Blood Knights are like the coolest thing ever, man. They're so rad. All right, so we'll keep you guys in reserve. I'm going to try one really off-meta unit here and see if we can make it work. All right, so let's get you guys. These, yes, a couple of these are always welcome. Corpse carts, how many do we want and need? Probably just one for now is going to be okay. You turned off ad block and it fixed it? Yeah, I saw something about YouTube cracking down on ad block stuff, so maybe it has to do with that. No idea, though. So is that going to be enough? Obviously, there's going to be big, scary dragons everywhere. Dragons are no joke. Now, what do Blood Knights do for me in this matchup? Probably not a whole lot, to be completely honest. Magic damage on the High Elves, they don't have a ton of magic damage outside of their magic, right? So maybe something with that could be good. Okay, let's try you and you. And, yeah, so we got plenty of armor piercing. Probably one of our weaknesses would potentially, you know, we could just play wide, though, and I think we're going to be fine. Basic Corpse Cart and the Vigor Mortis might be worth slapping into the main builds. Yeah, Vampire Gorillas in this matchup probably aren't super good. The Devils of Swarthofen could whip those guys out. Now, what are they going to be weak against in this guy? High Elves really only have the Dragon in this guy, which you can usually play around pretty easily. So not terribly concerned about that. So you guys have Vanguard deployment, so they can move up and grab the points quickly. Black Knights are pretty bad here. We got the scary flying vampires. We probably need something to kill Silver and Guard. Now that I look at my build, I'm kind of like, oh yeah, probably need some anti-silver and tech if possible. So let's get you. And always good to try and sneak in one little golem. Usually you want to get like a golem in your build. I think they're pretty good for sneaking up on points, giving you a little bit of a capture weight shenanigans in the fourth quarter. All right, looks good to me. Good luck, have fun. Do we want to get a Necromancer violently stroking his Forbidden Rod in the bushes? Might not be a bad idea. Okay, so we're going to strip you down of all your spells and everything, and then just get the Forbidden Rod. How much does it actually cost to do that? $450? It's not too bad. Yeah, I think it's worth. All right. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Let's see how this works out. Should be fun. Okay, disabled all 5 ad blocks. Let's see if it works. Yeah, let's see. It seems YouTube is having a server-wide issues. Hopefully it gets fixed soon. Stream is working fine for some people. All right, well, we'll see what happens. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Could get karate chopped here. I don't really know vampire counts too well, but I'm going to do my best for you guys in the spirit of good old Halloween. And yeah, we're going to do it. Now, I was wondering, I know a lot of you guys are probably from Europe and, you know, other parts of the world. I know what it's like in Poland, but as far as what it's like in Europe, what is it What is like the trick-or-treating tradition like in your country? Is it big? Do you have like hordes of people trick-or-treating? I know in the States it's massive. Like our neighborhood, you have to buy like a $200-300 worth of candy if you want to like not run out before the night's over. Buffering and lagging when I try to watch Raptor, who is also streaming live right now. I've tried multiple times, keeps crashing. Yeah, I don't think it's on my end, guys. My internet seems fine. Sorry about that though. Hopefully the VOD will probably capture well too. So even if you miss a little bit here, yeah, it's definitely a YouTube thing, which is wild. Practically zero in Central Europe. We don't have one. Yeah, it's a fun tradition for sure. Oh man, we're on Itza. I don't even know if this is the right map. Shit. I am a great tournament host. Okay. It should, if it's a YouTube issue, I mean, they're pretty massive. They should be able to fix that soonish. Yeah, so don't you worry. What was the map for the first round anyways? Was it Itza? It's Borderlow Landing actually. Oof. Oh well. Close enough. It's actually probably better for my opponent anyways. Okay. So let's get the zombies in the front line. Yeah. So the zombies are going to go. Great song, by the way, Zombie. So I brought some extra spooky units here today. We have Chad von Karstein, and he's going to be backed up by the Sternsmen, who are going to help in the middle. Sternsmen can kind of work in the tree line a little bit. And we have Skeleton Spears in the secondary. Really, really cost-effective chaff unit. These ones can go to the high ground here. Looking good. We got the Corpse Cart, which is going to be rocking it in the middle. I didn't bring a Mortis Engine, which maybe I should have snuck one in, but I figured that like Vargeist would be the way. And he's going to be a Forbidden Rod Stroker in the woods. A lot of candy. We live by the school. Yeah, Trick or Treat in Sweden was getting big, but died down with COVID. Got it, yeah. Time for some Vampire Count versus Vampire Count mirror matches. Dude, don't put that evil on me. Why would you want that? All right, so basically we're going to be rolling up on the objectives. I do have these scary Hex Wraith RORs, the Chill Guys, which are one of my favorite units on the Vampire Count roster. Just these cool ghostly knights. UK, you'll have 5 to 10 groups of kids knocking your door. Okay, okay. Why am I debasing myself with Vampire Counts? I don't know. I wanted to play a Halloween faction, you know? And there was already a Tomb King's player and everything, so it's kind of like, oh, we should do it, you know? All right, so we do have a little bit of scariness on that side. Looking fine, though. So we're going to move up like so and try and grab these 2 points. Let's get you flying over there, and you can start stroking your Forbidden Rod. Just get going on that stroking. And we're going to go with the Feasters in the Dusk to come and ninja this high ground point, probably. And then we're going to ambush him. They're going to ambush these Rangers, right, is the game plan. Immediately getting poked, which makes sense. And what do we have here? Those the Fireborn? Do Fireborn do magic gems? They don't, right? So the Chill Guys might actually be effective against them. We're going to have to see. So let's call you in. Let's get the Feasters in the Dusk rolling that way. And we can also call in, do we have any more chaff? We actually have all of our chaff in our starting army. But overall, the poke from those Reavers shouldn't be too disruptive. Game sounds on, right? Okay, cool. Okay, so you're getting extra spooky. You're going to follow them around. These things are just going to follow around the Fireborn. And hopefully be able to get the job done there. So we do have the Chill Guys as well. What do we got in the front line? Spearman and company, okay. So it's going to be a couple Spearmen. Feasters in the Dusk, going to grab that objective, looking great. And we can take 1 Skeleton Spear and send them up there as well, just to kind of, you know, solidify that position. All right, let's get you juking. Let's get you guys up on the point like so. Chad von Karstein's going to go there, and then you guys can go right here on this point. Zombies go up, you guys go up here, and Vlad can also get ready to party as well. Cool, so it looks like maybe there's going to be some play on the high ground. I'm not sure. Let's call you in, get these guys ready, get you kind of swooping overhead. And now I think we just are just going to call in hard hitters. Yeah, we're just going to call in the big Vargeist because they're just so nasty, right? Okay. So you guys go to that point over there, and you're going to pull back like so. We're just kind of circling overhead to see what he wants to do with those guys. Vlad is going to start bashing into the Spearmen here, and he should be able to kill them eventually. And so far, so good. Yeah, everything's looking pretty good here. So we can charge in if they want to, and we're just going to kind of keep juking with these bat people, and then get you to do this, pull you over there, and pull you guys back. Great. So we have another Vargeist now. So the Vargeist, we just want to save them for like actual scary units, right? Let's get you to do this, get the Corpse Card over there, and yeah, we haven't seen an engagement yet from those guys. The middle objective is going our way. Shooting is kind of minimal damage right now, so I don't think that's very scary. We see a couple Reavers coming, but I'm just watching those units, and let's get you guys to come in and just absolutely crush those Rangers. And you guys can kind of sweep there, you guys sweep here, and let's call in the Dire Pack next. So Dire Pack is going to be a very, very nice kind of chasing piece. And Vlad, we do have Winds of Death action. We could drop a Zombie Summon in the secondary, which probably isn't a bad idea. Sternsmen do get breathed. And yeah, so we rip apart those guys. It looks fine. Those are just Silver Helms, so it should be pretty easy to kill. So we're going to just mirror them. Wherever those things go, we want to follow, right? Yeah, we want to be watching and waiting and commiserating. Say it ain't so. And cool. So now the Fireborn are in, so now we can Alpha Strike them. So we're going to get them with the Hex Race, which is probably going to seal their doom, right? Because they're going to be slowed, and there's going to be a lot of negative modifiers on them, so that's going to be very nice. We got the middle. Value is even, which is a big loss for my opponent. Oh, yeah, dude. Look at the Vargeist and the Hex Race ripping up Fireborn. Okay, so Vampire counts maybe have like a soft counter to those bad boys, huh? That's pretty nice. All right, so on this side, we see his dragon engaging. By the way, is the game sound on? I don't know if it is. Turn the lights off, carry me home. Yes. I'm glad the references are running abundant here. But Chad von Karstein is still going to be moving through. We do get on top of the Lothern Sea Guard. Let's move you back on the point to make sure we don't lose it. And yeah, we have the Cryptors coming. The dragon might be able to win that side point, but I think we're going to be okay. Is game sound on? Okay, yeah, it is on. Good. So we got the Warlines of Crace coming. The Chill Guys have absolutely dominated their fight. Direpack can also take them on. And let's get the Feasters and the Dusk back on the objective. Meanwhile, we get you up on the point, calling some Fellbats just to disrupt some of the archers here. And I don't know why these Cryptors didn't want to move up, but they didn't. So it is what it is. All right, let's get the Chill Guys on top of you guys. Chad von Karstein, is there anything we need to do with him? Probably just save up for like a Winds of Death or something would be the play. Oh my god, we annihilated those Warlines of Crace, jeez. Yeah, Vargeist, I think, are like the big breadwinners for the Vampire counts. I just feel like they're so solid. Let's get the Fellbats onto those Lothern Sea Guard here. And yeah, Hexrace like dominates so much of the armor, right? So yeah, let's do a little bit of that. We're going to drop like an unovercasted Winds of Death and see if we can melt those guys. Is it going to do big damage? Yeah, pretty good. Yeah, pretty decent. That definitely tore through them and did some good work. All right, so little golems are going to be sitting on this point. You and you can go after the Dragon Lord. Fellbats have gotten onto the archers, and now what we need to do is probably park a doggy on this point just to make sure they don't get the capture weight and steal that from us. All right, Chill Guys are in great shape. I mean, Vlad will definitely take on this mage. If the mage wants to fight, like Vlad will easily dominate that with the Master Beguilement, especially if he calls in some of his vampiric homies. You know, Vlad is a little bit more honorable than other vampires, but probably not by much. So we'll do this and do this. And yeah, we get a nice little surround here. The enemy lord is in trouble. Let's cast an invo on the Chill Guys here, charge into the Fireborn right there. And Spears can just go over here and, you know, engage against these guys. And it looks like we do maintain capture weight here. Cryptor should be able to win that. And I think we got this game in the bag. We're up in value pretty heavily, and we're feeling good. So let's get Stearnsman back to the point to maintain capture weight. Chad von Karstein is going to go over here and help out against the Spears. You guys can chase this character down, and the Vargeist, the other ones, can come over here and get a bit of a surround. Now, Collins for us. Let's just get another Cryptor coming in. I think that's going to be fine. We have the doggies hanging out here. And a ninja attempt for my opponent on the objective. So we probably need to call these Hex Wraiths back. Let's get the zombies moving over this way. And you, Vargeist, can just charge right into the back of these White Lines of Crace, which is going to be pretty nasty. All right, so Chad von Karstein, are we going to have an invo soon? Invo over here wouldn't be a bad idea. We do see the enemy lord taking a bit of a beating. And a theft attempt from my opponent, so that's not a bad idea at all. Up on the high ground, we have some Narnia lions, or not Narnia lions, but actually just, okay, White Lines of Crace. I think we just stabilize middle, though. We hold on to this side, we crush this. We only need to win 2 objectives, right? We are pretty up on points. So he's playing very well. The value is close-ish, but I do have more healing than him, so that's going to be a little bit stronger for me. All right, we're going to cast an overcasted invo over there. Let's get the Cryptors to the middle. I guess I didn't have a lot of capture weight on the middle point, and it looks like there's... oh, that's the Necromancer, that's right. I was like, what's he doing back there? Get some Graveguard out there. Yeah, call him up to the point, and we should be able to flip this one. And then we just hold these two. My opponent probably going to take the high ground objective. I just don't have the tools up there to really effectively deal with it. Reavers get wrecked, and the middle point's going to be flipping back to us. Oh, it never flipped in the first place. Okay, that's pretty unfortunate for them. The Vargeist battling the dragon, you know, they're going to die, but they're going out on their shield. That is for sure. Let's get on the Fireborn here. Try and nibble those guys down. And in the middle, there's a couple spear units. We got Stearnsmen. Let's get them and call in the Hex Race to sweep around here with some Cryptors and maybe help out versus the other units. Now, any Winds of Death targets? Not really. Maybe it's time to call in some zombies. I'm not sure. I think we just call in zombies and chill out. So we're going to just get a Legion of Chaff. Yeah, just kind of play for the long game here, and then we'll get a Corpse Cart to roll out with them. I think my first Corpse Cart died over there. I think the dragon killed it. So, yeah, it is what it is. Let's fight here. Middle objective is ours. Chad von Karstein going in there. You know what? This is... A Winds of Death here is not amazing, but honestly, he's not giving me too many other targets. So I think we're just going to go for it. And what do we got here? A Spearman unit? Yeah, so we should be able to Alpha Strike that. Okay, so we get a Winds of Death on that bad boy. On the middle, we're looking pretty good. So let's reform ranks on the middle and see where he wants to go. I have to say, I am really, really liking these chill guys. They're feeling very, very good. All right, so we got some Rahagor's Pride coming from the high ground. Direwolves plus Cryptors and Vlad and company should be able to take them on, so we're going to reroute that way. And we do have some doggies coming over here, so let's get the chill guys to go intercept those. We got the Zombie Legion coming. That song was, what was that? There was like a 90s techno song. It wasn't called Zombie. It was not Sandstorm, but there's another one where it's like da na 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 da na 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 na. What's that one called? You guys know it. Somebody in chat is gonna get it. That one, isn't it called Zombie or something? Something weird like that? I don't know. Well, anyways, let's get these Cairn Race up to the high ground. And as far as the fighting here goes, it's looking pretty good. The Hex Race are going to be able to dominate. He doesn't really have the magic damage to deal with a lot of my threats, it looks like. So Cairn Race, you're cruising up. Zombies are on the way. He's running a little bit of interference, which isn't a bad idea. Vlad and company can now probably make their way up to the high ground, so we're going to go this way, go after him, pull some of the doggies right there, and I think these guys are going to be able to hold middle. Zombie Nation, that's right. Thank you so much. Yeah, that was definitely trolling me. I couldn't quite remember it. Okay, so I think we win this fight, especially with this like horde of chaff coming in. Let's get these guys moving there. Now we're going to be moving up to the high ground here. Dire Pack and chase these spearmen. Let's form ranks right here. Call out Dire Pack just to kind of nibble on whatever we need it to. Move those guys over there. It's Zombie Nation. Yeah, it's Zombie Nation. That's the theme song for today. All right. So you guys are moving, and let's get you guys there. Chad von Karstein definitely going to be able to get another Winds of Death. Again, a testament to the power of... how much does it actually cost to overcast that spell? Yeah, it's only 20, really? Okay. We're going to try it. Let's see how it does here. So we're going to overcast the Winds of Death. They're not, like, super bunched up, but it should karate chop them. Oh, that's pretty good. Yeah, I mean, hey, shit. I mean, 22 Winds of Magic, it's kind of like Abuna, right? It just, like, karate chops the one unit. All right, so I think we got this game. I think it's pretty much over. There was like a moment where he was kind of clawing back on value a little bit, but overall, I think that moment has passed. Vlad is getting attacked by the dragon characters. We're going to do Master of Galman on that bad boy, and we're going to attack the Cryptors, also called the Dire Pack. What level is the hero in multiplayer? Oh, I don't even know. I mean, they just are like the bare bones campaign heroes without any, they just have their like set items and abilities. I don't know really how you would correlate that to campaign. All right, so on the high ground, yeah, we got the dragons surrounded, and we do have the Dire Wolves versus Silverhelms. We're probably going to need a little bit of milk over here. You have any big scary flyers? Cairn Race can move up there, and we'll call them the Devils in a moment. Devils of Swordshofen are pretty cool. I think like the basic Vargeist are probably more cost effective, but I'm honestly not sure. Yeah, we do get the dragon character getting a fat heal on itself, but it is going to be pushed back. Cryptor's working on those. We have another Vargeist unit, and it looks like it's going to be more Rangers. We're just going to die to my legions of chaff and just crap house units. Let's send a Skeleton Spear up there to deal with those. Necromancer's still hanging around. I think, you know, something I've been seeing on a lot of replays from high-level players who play Vampire counts is I've been seeing the prevalence of ghost units like Cairn Race and Hex Race making a comeback, which is very, very exciting stuff. So let's run with you guys. I mean, they're some of the thematically the coolest units. Get the pointy ears. Yeah, we're battling him. We're battling them. I mean, I'm up on value. He was closing value for a little bit, but then the time of elves ended there. So, GG, well played. He played great. He played very good. GG, well played. That's your first tourney. All right, checking here. Okay, no worries. Outstanding, and all right. So checking with you. As well as, okay. Yeah, he says, first, hey, very well played. Was a good game. All right, so let's go ahead and check on the tournament, see how we're doing. I'm going to report the score real quick. He played very well. He says he was a little bit rusty, hasn't played in a couple months, but honestly, a very, very good performance. So from here, oh my God, are we going to have to battle Professor Pone in the second round? We might. So let me show you guys the tournament real quick. So taking a look at the bracket here, you can see it's double elimination. So I won that. So let's report the score. So that's going to be myself with Vampire Counts versus High Elves. So this is how the stat tracking system works. And then it looks good. So you refresh that. Yeah, YouTube's being a little bit fussy right now, so it's not on my end. Oh man, I'm facing Pone. Oh no, the Dark Lord himself. Oh, dear God in heaven. Okay. Let's get Pwn Dog in here. It is time. No worries. Oh, you're next. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and invite you here. All right. Outstanding. So next up we have Pwn Dog, the dirty dog himself, my arch nemesis. And we're going to see what he's up to here. Everything else seems to work on YouTube's end. It keeps freezing out, sure. Yeah, it's not on my end. It's just YouTube, unfortunately. Apparently a lot of streams are having this problem right now. Oh man, is he on the high elves? That's his main. It's going to be a tricky one for me, but I think I can pull it out. Pit of the Everchosen. Okay. Oh my God, it's the melee map. It's the close quarters map. All right. Well, I mean, he can still just sit on the back and do his thing. So, oh no, my arch nemesis Pwn is here. He's high elves too. So, okay. It's just time. Call season. Forbidden rod stroking. All right. So I'm definitely going to change up my build. I think Pwn. I know what Pwn. I think I have an idea what Pwn's going to do. So I'm going to mix up my playstyle here. You have to adapt to your opponent too, right? All right. Let's get you. Let's get this guy. Yeah. Oh, this is going to be so funny. All right. Winds of Death. Winds of Death felt okay. I mean, I guess if they bring elite units, it's pretty good, right? Flock of Doom. Also, yeah, this character does have access to that. So we could just be doing that. It's probably more cost effective. Okay, and then let's go ahead and cut this. I think that's going to be fine. And aces. All right, so Pit of the Everchosen is a wild map. It gets real crazy. It gets real crazy. Okay, so let's grab you, and from here we definitely this map, like a lot of speedy units are definitely very necessary. So let's get a couple of these. Let's get one of those. Okay. Now, White Kings probably aren't bad here. They're definitely not terrible. I mean, they can scab scrape down spearmen and other good quality troops. They will struggle against the elite stuff, but aside from that, they should be okay. So maybe I think going the old White King route wouldn't be a terrible idea. Okay. I don't know how I felt about the corpse card. I felt like he was able to shut that down super easily, but I don't know. The Black Coach maybe as well. Stream has been fine, yeah. The professor is in, the lecture has started. That's right. That's right. What do you do? What if you did a tournament where you had to bring one army against every opponent, like in tabletop? I've thought about doing that. I know some people have enjoyed it, so it's not something I'd be opposed to doing. That's for sure. Yeah, could happen. Okay, so you guys, yeah. That's gonna be that. I think 2 doggos is probably enough. And we're gonna need a little bit more Graveguard action, I believe. Yeah, this is an expensive army here. We're gonna see how it works out though. I wonder like how good of a choice this is. Feels a little bit funky, but yeah, it could be all right. Okay, so for the rest of the army, definitely like a mobile army, I think on this map is very, very good. Yeah, an army is relatively mobile, I guess. I think we're going to cut these guys, and we're going to grab another one of you. Oh, I could definitely regret that choice. I could definitely regret that one. So 2 of those, and then on the ground, I think we got to get you and get this as well, and then call that. All right. Let's see how my villainous foe, Professor Pwn, will stop me here. What's his plan going to be? Find out today, man. Find out today. All right. I think we need a couple of these, maybe. Yes. Then how much do we have left? Okay. Got a very odd amount of money left, which always feels bad, but, you know, it is what it is. You can't win them all. And, that actually is something to consider too. Any plans for a randomize? So what we discovered about the random army tournaments is that like Creative Assembly's randomizer isn't actually random. Like it just keeps generating the same set of like preset armies. So at least it did in Warhammer 2. I don't know about now, but how crazy do we want to get here? How hog wild are we feeling? Are we feeling extremely hog wild? I think this build is cool as hell. This is definitely a solid Halloween build. Oh dear God. Yes, but you can. Talking to Pwn Dog, we're gonna send one another into the pits. Okay. Looking good. Faction War on Saturday, by the way. So if you guys are looking for some big, intense Total War tournaments, a big major tournament, we have the Faction War this coming Saturday. I'm super excited. Been spending all week recruiting the players for it, so very hyped for that as well. The Wookiee profile, yeah, he's awesome. The Demi Pug, yeah, Demi Pug rules. Yeah, Frostlight, everybody's having issues today, unfortunately. Oh, yeah, so Christoph, on Saturday, man, you're going to get the biggest Conquest land battle action. You know, you're getting the big old Faction War, man. It's going to be super fun. Double elimination means that you have to lose twice to be eliminated from a tournament. So when you lose in the first round, if you lose on the top side of the bracket, it sends you into the bottom side where you have a chance to kind of claw your way back, which is very fun. This map is very fun. Ah, the Warhammer profile pick. Yeah, that's Wookiee. He was a noble beast. He was a noble creature. Oh, Alexander lost his first matchup. Okay, interesting. Some upsets coming in here. Yeah, sorry, it's a YouTube problem. Hopefully it'll stabilize. You never know. All right, so we are on the Throne of the Everchosen, which is a knockdown, drag out, close quarters map. I have a Von Karstein Lord, which is super fun. And yeah, so I'm going to be playing the objectives more so. So let's get zombies and zombies, and you guys are going to just go straight back when the fighting starts. He's going to probably be expecting me to take like a fisticuffs fight, but that's not going to be the plan. I am going to be using my mobility to play the objectives. All right, so we got this, and then we got a couple skeleton spearmen, so they're going to waddle over here. With these skeletons, cool. All right. Great, and then I think everybody's here. Where's this last zombie? Okay, this last zombie is going to go in the front here too. All right, here it is. This is one of our new domination maps where you start face-to-face with your opponent, but you don't have to fight them. You can always deploy towards the back and just pull back and play like a normal game, but it's very, very fun. I love it. Yeah, it's the fighting pit. So I brought the Von Karstein Lord. He's an anti-air lord, so he does have Storm of the Night. So if he brought Imric or any sort of a flying character, I'm going to be able to punish them pretty heavily. But if he didn't, he still is really good. He has Flock of Doom and, yeah, plenty of stuff there. Yeah, so he was expecting a brawl, but we're not going to give it. We're going to just run away here. We're going to do this, and on the backside, we're going to sneak some zombie action over there just to start waddling towards the objective, right? All right, so Imric is there. We're going to go grab this point. And the zombies could start waddling this way. That would actually be really funny to just go contest like that. All right, so let's pull you guys around, and we can do like a big encirclement here. This is such a fun map. I love it. All right. So these guys are going to start moving towards his back objective. It's going to take a while, but we're gonna play for it here. All right, so it's like loop around. Yes, perfect. The cowardly vampire counts. Let's go. No, it's more like cunning. So we're going to move them back to defend this because we're going to overload his back point pretty hard. And he has like a very static elite army. So I'm hoping we can cackle pretty hard back here. We're going to call in the Sternsbin even to like anchor this point down. We're going to go get those Rangers. So now he's probably going to think the same thing. He's going to come over here and go for my back point. But yeah, we're here for blood. It's going to be pretty funny. Okay, so this poor Ranger unit is going to get done super, super dirty. Dancing around. Yeah, well, you know, everybody thinks that it's going to... Like, that's what I love about this map is, like, you don't have to play Brawl. Everybody's like, oh, it's just, you know, it's only good for brawling. But that's not true at all. You know, various types of mobile pressure and you know, kiting builds are actually very good on this map, right? We're going to get around the back. These Rangers are going to die in like 2 seconds. And Imric is going to go for the back point, which is fine. So then we can, you know, we can sweep over here if we want to. You know, there's lots of play that we have. There's a whole bunch of play. Because it's going to take Imric a while to deal with that. And now our mobile core can simply just move back this way and, you know, look for some freebies. So those Rangers should be dead by now. I think they are. Yeah, perfect. So let's head this way. And we do have some scary mobility coming in. So we're going to go this way and assist in that fight. We got the Sternsman and all these guys there. We got the Ranger pick, which is very good. And yeah, let's just kind of hold. We just have a lot of chaff units now, so it's going to take those monsters like 5 years to probably get the pick. Not monsters. Well, they are monsters technically, but yeah, you get the idea. All right, I don't know what the AI is doing here. Let's get these cav going that way. And as far as Collins go, do we do Dire Pack? He's doing his pigeon droppings on my one skeleton spear unit, which is hilarious. We're going to send you in, and this. Perfect. Vargeist are also coming in. Imric is flying to the edge of the map for God knows what reason. And what does he have there? Does he have any Swordmasters? He does. Okay. So the bird is doing its droppings. And let's go ahead and get the breath attack coming in from the Von Karstein Lord. Do this and pull you around. Vargeist can go after the Flamespire Phoenix. And then we're going to want a big breath attack right there. He should get it. Nice. Yeah, so the breath attack there was, oh, brutal. All right, so we get that. And then we're going to do a Flock of Doom right here. And we're just going to absolutely wreck this position. It's going to be just pure destruction. Imric, yeah, was on a bit of a vacation lap. I don't know what he was thinking, but he was having some fun. Let's call in another Vargeist here. And let's get that charge. Those are actually Silverins. Yeah, so we got to be careful. Up in the sky, the Vargeist are doing it, but we do annihilate those elite infantry with that breath attack, so that was pretty devastating. Imric now, what we're going to do is we're going to use Storm of the Night on him. So we're going to lock him down, and we're going to attack him here. And we're going to get a little bit of damage on him. Perfect, perfect. Yeah, so everything's going, I would say, relatively according to code. A couple Rangers have rallied back there, so let's chase these Swordmasters. And Imric is getting attacked pretty heavily, so we're going to go ahead and use Charm Shield and whatnot. Hex Race are nearby. Let's get you chaff units in here, pull you back. And as far as this point goes, what do we have over here? We have a... yeah, so we're going to just get on that Swordmaster with some Cryptors and hopefully be fine. All right, so now we're going to retreat. Let's call in the Vargeist. We're just going to get away with our Lord, use the Undeath Resurgent. And now we're going to charge into the back of the Silverins here and just do evil Vampire Count tactics. We can attack that Flamespire Phoenix, though. That's totally fine. I see an opportunity for a pick as well. So what we're going to do is go after his mage here. And, the spears. I didn't see the spears in the Fog of War. That's very unfortunate. Yeah, it is what it is. All right. So let's go ahead and do a big invo right here. Heal up the crew. Attack this Phoenix. Looking good. And we can go ahead and send you over there. And we're going to need like an armor-piercing infantry unit to deal with those guys soon. All right, so maybe we get the mage, but I think we're just winning the Air Force fight pretty hard. Yeah, Imric is getting pounded by the mobility and all those different units. Looking good. Yeah, that was a very savage breath attack. It was. The Von Karstein Lord is very good against Air Lords. He's very good. And you can see Imric is dying here pretty hard. Now what we do is we call in some... I love this map. It's so like dynamic, the engagements. It's very fun. So we're going to call in some Spooky Boys. See if we can finish them. Let's route these Silverins. Let's finish these guys off. Von Karstein Lord, he's getting the job done. We'll have another Storm of the Night soon. Let's pop the Arcane Shield. We managed to catch his caster. This is basically GG. I think we got this one in the bag. We're up heavily in value, which is like the worst situation to be in against Vampire Counts, because I have much better healing. All right, Imric is basically cooked. We're going to get him with Storm of the Night here in a second. Do we even need to? He's at 500 HP. We definitely want to finish him off. Storm of the Night we can use on the Flamespire Phoenix now, so that's going to punish that thing. We got his mage surrounded, and that's it. GG. All right. That build was actually better than my other one. That's for damn sure. Yeah, he brought this like elite build to fight like a Mortis Engine box. Not even Mortis Engine, but like Graveguard, and we had mass mobility, so it worked pretty well. GG. GG, well played. He sent me a gif of a dragon. Yeah, that's pretty fun. All right. Let's go ahead and get it. And yeah, see what's going to happen. Next up, we might have our next round match, but I doubt it. So we're probably going to cast the match in the meantime because we have a lot of time before our next round. Because we won our 2 games rather quickly. All right. The stream seems fine now. Good, I'm glad to hear it. Sylvania, scary, dude. Put some respect on their name. Yeah. Okay, so we got Vampire Counts versus High Elves. Certainly feasting on the High Elves a bit today. Okay. And we got Warriors of Chaos. Cool. Right on. So for the next match, let's take a look at the bracket so far. Taking a look at the tail of the tape. We're currently in, close to the semifinals. Still a lot more games to be played, right? Because if I lose, what's going to happen is, you see, this is a double elimination bracket. So the individuals who lost are getting placed down here. So we have Alexander and Creeper playing, and the winner is going to play Pone. Flamaster's down here, and all the individuals who lost in round 1 have been relegated to the bottom. So far, the undefeated players are... Pone says, I expect my first game to go like that. I haven't played in forever. Yeah. I hear you, man. We're shaking off the rust together, brother. You and I have been partying too hard in the tower defense games and auto battlers and all sorts of stuff like that. I want to play counts in Old World, but I don't want to do Banshee spam. I know. I actually am thinking about doing a Vampire Count army for Old World eventually because I like to paint them a lot. They're really easy to paint. Yeah. But we'll see. Like, I think that the Banshee spam thing is going to get nerfed eventually anyways, probably. So you're probably safe to start something else. You know what's really fun for Vampire Counts in Old World is to play a Blood Knight build. So you play like a brick of Blood Knights and you resurrect them with Invocation. It's really strong. So we're going to play the winner of Maverick, Sloth, and Safari. Hitman, Hippo, and Poison are playing. Cows and Harrison playing on the top side. So even if we lose, we would then be sent down to this game right here, and we'd have the opportunity to climb out of the pits once again. I don't know how long ago they started their game, so I'm probably not. I'm just going to wait because Maverick, Sloth, and Safari have been playing. So I think I'm okay to wait and see who wins that game. Made it to Gold 3 in Legion yesterday. Hell yeah. Oh, and then you're back to the silver pits. No worries, Dimitri. It happens to us all. Look, I massacred my boy. Oh, it's funny. I dread how rusty I'll be when I come back. Ah, dude, who cares? We're going to have some big events going on. So we have Faction War this weekend on Saturday. A quick Conquest game. Oh, there's going to be so much. I don't know how long it's going to take my opponents to finish. I'm just going to be chilling for now. So Vampire Counts in Old World. That's actually kind of a fun idea. So while we're playing Vampire Counts today, let's go look at the Old World Army Builder. I really hope that Old World gets like a balancing pass soon. It's a great game. It's really fun, but there are some elements that are just like egregiously strong compared to others, right? Okay, so if we were to make a Vampire Count army, Vampire Counts. Yeah, so what rare units do we have? So the Black Coach, Terrorgeist, Vargulf, Blood Knights. Blood Knights would probably be my go-to. These things rule. Okay, what do they have? Yeah, Martial Pride. They have regen saves, which is really good. Heavy Weapon Shields Barding, so they have a 2-up save. How many attacks each? They have 2 attacks, 3 on the Castellan. Okay, that's pretty good. How fast are we talking? So movement is going to be whatever their horses are, which should be like 8 or something. So what you do is you get like a unit of Blood Knights, right? So if you want to get real crazy, you can get like a brick of like 8 of them, you know, something like that with like the full, you know, banner repertoire, full blades barding. You definitely want drilled on any sort of a shot cab. Do they have countercharge too? They do. Nice. So then you can get a Master Necromancer, and he has an ability called Invocation of Nehek, which lets you resurrect Cav. So if you're resurrecting heavy Cav, you can resurrect up to 4 Blood Knights, which is super cool, right? So if you lose 4 Blood Knights are expensive, right? Like 4 Blood Knights is like basically like 200 points. So every turn you can theoretically, like depending on, as long as they don't get wiped out, it's kind of like playing Necrons. Your level 4 Master Necromancer is going to be able to resurrect 4 Blood Knights, which is super, super heavy metal. Yeah, it's really good. I mean, so you're just getting value city when you do that. So yeah, you'd run like a Master Necromancer. And as far as magic goes, there's a bunch of good choices. You can actually put him on a Nightmare if you want to, the Master Necromancer, and you can have him ride with the Blood Knights. I wouldn't recommend it, though. You'd probably want to put him on a Nightmare, the Master Necromancer, and ride behind the Blood Knights. So just on horseback, you just kind of follow them around. Illusion Magic's pretty good. Dark Magic, what could we do here? Yeah, Battle Lust, I'd probably go Dark Magic even. Like, and put Battle Lust on the Blood Knights to give them Frenzy and Hatred. That will make them some of the killiest cav in the entire game. Yeah, that'd be really fun. Then you just run some of the debuffs and magic missiles and things like that. I don't know any of the Vampire Count items though. I haven't looked through all of this stuff, but you'd probably run Lore Familiar on him. As far as like a Vampire Count, so then my favorite build is probably running a Vampire Count. Make him a level 2 Illusionist, right? And then you get the Spectral Doppelganger ability, which is right here. And that gives him 2d6 hits with whatever weapon he's equipped with. So he can use Illusion Magic to just take people to the club. And also you can do Glittering Robe, which is pretty insane. And I think you can give him Master of the Black Arts, which will raise his wizard level by 1. Yeah, so then you can make him level 3, which is going to be pretty formidable. Yeah, so like this kind of a starting template, and obviously you would want him on a zombie dragon too. Dragons are just OP in old world, so yeah, something along these lines. And you would obviously go through and give him vampiric powers and magic items and do all that kind of cool stuff. From there, probably just like chaff blobs. Honestly, I'd probably just run bricks of zombies and skeletons. You know, because like the best way to counter giant cheesy monster spam is to spam chaff, like really cost effective chaff, right? So you could just run, you know, how many zombies are you allowed to run in a unit? Just run 40 zombies, right? That's 120 points. I would run like 2 bricks of 40 zombies. And then, you know, you could, if you were willing to paint more, you could even go harder. But yeah, just run a ton of these guys, which is really, really fun. Yeah. Anyways, I better make sure my opponent's not waiting for me. Hold on. I could talk old world all day. I love that freaking game. I play old world every week, and then 40k also. I play Death Guard. Just wish there was a Turin tourney. That's right. We're in round 3 right now. So we're going to be playing the winner of Maverick Sloth and Safari. So Maverick Sloth is very strong. I don't know about Safari. So what I'm going to be doing is probably building against Maverick Sloth right now. So we're going to start working on our build just in case. Okay. What is he playing though? I don't know. I don't know if he declared. Sometimes people do forget to do that. It's fine though. People aren't going to be cheating in such a low stakes tournament. That's only ever happened once, where we had people playing multiple factions in an SFT. They were just counterpicking their opponents, which is hilarious. That was a long time ago. Yeah, I'm not sure what he's playing actually. Okay, we'll figure it out when the time comes. Yes, yes. Faction war, we got 24 people. I think we need lizardmen, warriors. I think we have every faction right now. We'll have to double check that. I was huge into 8th edition Warhammer Fantasy Battles. Only played a little bit of Old World and you like it. Yeah, it's very fun. It's very fun. The only thing that sucks are mounted dragon characters. And it's not even really like the vampire zombie dragon. The big problematic characters are the Chaos Lord and the High Elf Lord is okay, but really the Chaos Lord and the dragon is just the most oppressive thing. He's just disgusting. Because he gets really good items and he gets chaos mutations, and those mutations not only apply to the rider but also to the dragon. So like for example, a Chaos Lord on a Chaos Dragon in Warhammer the Old World, he can bring the Slanesh aura attachment that makes it so whoever he's fighting always has to fight last. So even if you charge him, you're fighting last. So he always gets to hit you first, and you know he's one of the hardest hitting, most killy characters in the entire game. So it's kind of messed up. Yeah. But yeah, zombie brick is going to be good at keeping it. They'll occupy a dragon for 2 to 3 turns, which is pretty good, assuming you can get the dragon to attack them. Yeah. All right. So after this game, it should be pretty smooth sailing. I mean, we just won our first 2 matches really quickly, so it kind of put us in an odd spot here. Back after Wild Turn, miss you, bro. Hey, Jake, what's up, man? How you doing? Hope life's treating you well, man. Yeah, I don't know what Maverick Sloth is playing, so we'll figure it out. Yeah, but Warhammer the Old World. We have 1 more year on our lease here at this apartment, or this house we live in, and we're moving after that. And if we do move somewhere where I can find people to regularly play Warhammer the Old World with me, then we will start the tabletop channel. Because right now it's impossible. I have no one to play with. So, I live in kind of a rural area where you have to drive probably a good hour and a half to get consistent games. So how do mounted characters work? Do you attack with the hero stats or the mounted stats? You attack with both. They both attack separately. But typically, you add the wounds of the monster to the character, right? So if you have a dragon with a Chaos Sword on it, it's going to have like 9 or 10 wounds. I can't remember. Because the dragon has 6 wounds and the character has 4, so you add them together. So that's also very strong. Yeah. Move to Brazil. It'd be fun to visit for sure. I would enjoy that. Yeah. But I don't know if we'd move there, but... Yeah, moving out of the States. If we were going to move to another country, it'd be Poland because my wife is from there, so we would go live there for a while. Had to swap to mobile. What's going on, phone? Oh, you having internet problems? How funny would it be if you edited the video so far that you were a doppelganger playing against yourself? That would be really funny to shoot a battle report. You know, yeah, I'm just like playing against myself on just, you know, I put on a different shirt on the other side of the table. SFT stands for single faction tournament. So basically it means that you play one faction all the way through the tournament, and that's it. That is all you do. Yes, yes. Coins for the eyes of my elven brethren so you can give them a proper burial? Oh no, Rando, I'm sorry. I've done you dirty, man. Hope you're doing well, and thanks again for all your support, man. It's too bad you don't live out here in California, Rando. We could play some old world, dude. Too bad you don't have the old man neighbor anymore. Yeah, I don't think he would play though. So yeah, I used to have a neighbor like 3 years ago who had a Warhammer Fantasy army, but he was like in his mid 70s and he was probably not in great health. So I don't know if he'd be willing to play and, you know, get on camera and everything. Yeah, it's YouTube, Pone. It's YouTube. It's not me. Yeah. Yeah, the elves have had a rough run here today. That's for sure. But they'll be back. Pone is going to climb out of the pits like Batman from the Christian Bale movie. Yeah. Okay, so we're still waiting on our next match. Sorry about the wait. I should have just casted a different game, but you know, I've learned my lesson. It is giving time for the other side of the bracket to catch up too, so it'll be rapid fire games after this one. Sausage feasting tournament? Hell yeah, dude! Sign me up for that. Move to the Pacific Northwest. We're heavily. The wife and I are heavily thinking about moving to the Pacific Northwest because not only is the weather nicer, but we'd save a ton of money because even though the Pacific Northwest is not the cheapest area in the United States, it's still a lot cheaper than where we are. Like, if our house that we rent was the exact same house in some of the cities we're looking at moving in the Pacific Northwest, it'd be like 40% cheaper, about 33, 40% cheaper than where we are. And I don't know if you guys knew this, but in the Pacific Northwest, well, not all of it, but in Washington State, hey, Charks, what's up, man? Why aren't you playing today, man? We need you. You do not pay... You pay federal tax, but you do not pay state income tax. So if you like are running your own business, like I am, for example, you save a ton of money in the Pacific Northwest in Washington State by not paying state income tax. It's a lot. So from a business and just, you know, being able to save perspective, because where I live in California, man, we don't save anything. It's like we barely save anything. California is just so stupidly overpriced, especially where we live. And they just keep raising our rent just as much as they can. It's rough. Why did I choose California? I grew up here. We live in my hometown, and we both love it. It's just you know, it's kind of pricing us out, to be honest. Moved to Nebraska and live like a heathen king. What's it like out there, man? What's life like out in Nebraska? You got to let me know. Oh man, those guys must be having a duel of fates. A very sweaty game. Maverick Sloth, a very strong player. Safari though, Safari did win his first round game. Bottom side of the bracket should be going now. Hopefully they're all playing their matches. Faction War is all set. We got all the players. Meme coach incoming. If we are in like a doomed situation, maybe I would think about a black coach. I want to win, you know. I want to win. Cheap and flat. Yeah, come to Europe, brother. Someday we will. Someday Theodore will live in Poland for a while, you know. There will come a time. If you play 40k in Nebraska, you're only allowed to play Scorn. Turin had us on the wrong map. I demand a rematch. Did I? What map were we on? We were on Pit of the Everchosen, the round 2 map, right? No, we were on the right map, Pone. Yeah, you go from left to right on the maps. Let chat vote on where we move next. Oh my god. Whatever happens, play full Black Knight armor. Dude, so Charks, I've been using the Hex Race today. They're super, or the Hex, these things rule, dude. Are these like sleeper good? I thought they were a meme unit, but I've been using these Hex Race in every game. Like, they were defeating the Fireborn. They were just so effective at killing armored infantry. They're hard to kill themselves. They cause terror. Like, what's not to love about these units? I feel like they're great. And I haven't used the Cairn Race as much, but it was actually Berserk who inspired me to try those guys out. Yeah. Dude, Pone's using cheat codes in chat. We're in round 4 for our match? No. So, because the top side of the bracket is if you're on the top side and the furthest most left side, that's round 1. Yeah, that's round 1. The Black Knight build. Yeah, the Black Coach. The Black Coach is something that we've been talking to CA about buffing for sure. It's just this mediocre. I don't know. It just seems to not do much damage, right? Like let's test that out. We have a little bit of time while we're waiting here. So let's do this. Let's just get Master Necromancer and Black Coach. And let's do Land Battle. Hellthorf Outskirts, whatever, it doesn't matter. And let's like put it against like a Black Orc or something, right? And you just get like a little Goblin Shaman Wizard in the back so he doesn't interfere with the fight. Alright, let's see what kind of work this thing can do here. Move to Alaska. That'd be something. Certainly colder weather up there, I would imagine. No, I messed up the first game. Yeah, I did play the wrong map I played It's on the first one. Did you read the community notes yesterday? Coach is on the list for buffs. Yeah, because Catholic Alcoholic has been running a list of units that need to be buffed. So he's been doing a great job with that, and yeah, he's gonna get it. Wasn't the CA promised about? I think it's gonna happen soon. Yeah, but it should, like, the black coat should be very good against these kind of units, right? Should be good against heavily armored infantry, but yeah, doesn't seem to be the case. So as soon as they do drop the patch, we're gonna host another faction war as well. So we'll have another big event, which will be fun. All right, so let's get this. So it's like an anti-infantry, armor piercing, you know, all the goodies. I mean, but look at that. Like, charging into these guys, it's like it's like taking as much damage as it's giving against this unit, which is like rough, right? It's a unit that on paper should hard counter the Black Orcs. Like, it should just have no mercy against them. I mean, I guess I do have access to healing. Would it even win this fight, though, is the question? Is it going to lose to these? And you might be wondering why I'm not cycle charging, okay? Well, black coaches aren't designed to cycle charge as much because you want them in sustained combat to get the kills. I mean, I guess you have to cycle charge with it, maybe. Yeah, it's just so junky, man. Let's see if we can stabilize it here. There we go. Okay, so Invo maybe stabilizes it. Let's see. Master Necromancer's rubbing his rod, and it looks like it's going to stabilize here in a second. All right, cool. Vampire count healing OP. So, I mean, I guess if you're going to be charging with it, yeah, you pull through. Did it get any kills? It takes so much damage when it charges in. I don't know if it's just the Black Orcs, maybe, but yeah, just how much value are we looking at? 400 value? Yeah, feels bad. Okay, maybe you could use the Black Coach against like a really low leadership infantry-based faction. You know, something like that, maybe. All right, well, enough of that. Enough games. Tomb Scorpion, Kadai Destroyer. Yeah, these are basically all the units we've been talking about buffing for a long time. Kadai Destroyer is a joke, and so is the Tomb Scorpion, sadly. Okay, so how are we looking? Man, we still don't have our opponent yet. It's crazy. They're taking a long time. Hopefully it's not laggy. Hopefully it's not lagging. Okay. What's up tomorrow morning? Perfect. They've got to be finishing up here in the next couple minutes. It's taken a long time. So how it works is the bottom of the bracket, like wherever you are in this tournament, starting from the furthest most left side of your respective bracket, round 1 would be Itza. Not Itza, excuse me, Borderlow Landing. And round 2 would be Pit of the Everchosen. So Pone and I played in round 2 of today's tournament, according to the top side of the bracket. So that would be Pit of the Everchosen. So if you go to the bottom side, though, then Pone, so Pone, right now, you're in round 2 on the bottom side. So you would be playing Pit of the Everchosen again, based on where you are on the bottom side of the bracket. Yeah, correct. Yeah. They're watching Turin's Worst Unit series. Yeah, well, we communicate. You know, we message them, and they do watch those videos. They do. All right, check with Harrison here. No problem. Okay. So we're going to need to do a little bit of a dropping here. All right, cool. So we are going to see who will advance on. Bottom side should be grinding. And once we finish the top side of the bracket, we'll just start casting the bottom side until we get our games. Is Pone just all ornery over there? Look at him, dude. Yeah, Black Orcs aren't even a good unit, really. They do have good mass, though. That is one thing about them, is they have decent mass. Yeah, they can take a little bit of a beating there. All right, heading over to the brackets. Yeah, we have Cow Z versus Hitman Hippo. And if I'm able to win my next game, I would be playing them in the semifinals. So, yeah. And then here's the grand finals here. Bottom side is, you know, still a lot of games to be played in today's tournament. So even though the top side is going very quickly, the bottom side is going to be a whole nother saga for us to follow as well. Because if I make it to the end. So we have different maps for the semis and the grand finals. Unless I forgot to update the website. Let's see. If we run into that issue, I can fix it. So, no, we have maps for all those. So basically, Pone, the semis are played on Edge of the Darkwood, and finals are on Borderlow Landing. And I put round 6 and 7 in there just in case more people joined. It's basically it. If you want to join these tournaments in the future, you just need to join our Discord channel, and I announce them in there, and then you sign up on Total Tavern, which is our esports website. How are vampire counts doing, by the way? They're about a 50% win rate faction, actually. Let's take a look at that real quick. We have time to kill. So vampire counts are sitting at 48% win rate, which is very good. What are their bad matchups? Khorne is even. Nurgle, weird. They should be favored against Nurgle, in my opinion. Chaos Demons wreck them. Yeah, I see that. Skaven have been crushing vampire counts. Look at that. They're 2 and 8. Chaos Dwarves are good against counts, too. I can kind of see that. They have some really, really good tools against you. But really, none of the matchups look too bad for them. They've been beating up high elves pretty well. Although today, it was our fault. Today, there was 6 and 4. So it was actually kind of close to a 50-50, but... Tomb Kings they're slightly favored against, which is interesting, although it's only 11 games. Really, vampire counts aren't too popular this season. I'm surprised they're not being played too much, despite being a decent faction. That necromancer looks like he wants to sell you a catalytic converter. That's pretty funny. Yeah, he's a little shady looking for sure. He's seen some stuff. He's seen some stuff. Okay, refreshing. I'm going to message these guys because it's taken just an obscene amount of time. You two playing? Okay, checking with the homies. They're still probably playing. Safari. You two playing. I'm just making sure they're not like AFK and I'm not just sitting here like an idiot. Yeah, out of region, we're playing skeletons today. We've been having a good run so far. It's not been bad. We won our first 2 games, and now we're waiting for round 3, which is taking forever. Should have really just casted a different game, but you know, it is what it is. Pone is playing Creeper down there, so Pone he's coming for blood. He's gonna rise from the pits of the bottom bracket to take me out. Yeah, counts are an interesting faction. I feel like they have an extremely high skill cap. And are not necessarily easy to play against other really high level players. But like if you're one of those players like Berserk, for example, or like, you know, Fistek, Void Laws, like all those Dark Lords from Warhammer 2, I feel like vampire counts can be very rewarding for you and very, very tough to beat. Definitely got some good tools for Dom. They're decent at tarp hitting objectives, which is kind of trash, although their zombies and skeletons do take some time to get there. But I actually like to use the Hex Race because they have Vanguard deployment, so you can Vanguard them up and run and grab the objectives with your cav. Out of region, you just got to refresh it. YouTube's having problems today, so yeah, just refresh it and you'll be all right. Yeah, no message from those guys, man. It's wild. Okay. Poor Warriors of Chaos. Yeah, I see people in Discord trashing them. Yeah, Warriors of Chaos don't feel great. They don't. Okay, they just finished. Who won? What was it? Maverick Sloth? Looks like we have an opponent, baby. We're back in business. All right. So let's get this going. And do this. Great. And we're going to see what they're playing. He is playing Maverick Sloth. What are you going to be? Do you like Vampire Counts or Coast better? Thematically, I probably like Vampire Coast, but, you know. Yeah, overall, Vampire Counts are fun, too. I like, I'm a big enjoyer of the factions that... Okay, so this is actually Itza, this map. I should be playing on Itza here. So, we're going to play Itza again. I'm a big enjoyer of factions that kind of have, like, inflections of real history, you know? I like that. So, is he on Bretonia? This is not a matchup for ghost units because Bretonia has a ton of magic damage between Fey Enchantress and their Grail Knights and Grail Guardians. I don't know if he's playing Bretonia. Oh, he's Khorne. Oh, okay. So he's the Khorne Dogs. All right. So against old Khorne Dog, let's get this party started. Yes, yes. And let's go ahead and get Wookiee Claw up here. We're playing the Blood God, so I actually don't know how this matchup goes. It should be interesting. Probably you want a lot of chaff, although it does feed them a lot of skulls, which they love. Yeah, so like a wide build. Chad Von Karstein here probably isn't terrible. Trying to think who else could be very viable here. I think probably you with this. Yeah, that looks good to me. Outstanding. So let's get that and put you on this. Okay, so that's gotta be the way. We're gonna call you in. Blood Knights are actually respectable in this matchup too. I'm a Blood Knight enjoyer. I don't know if you want to start with them in the main build or anything, but yeah, Blood Knights are pretty freaking cool. So I think we'll grab some of those. Looking fine. 2, 3. Dire Pack is great. Cryptors are really good against a multitude of their infantry units. You know, Graveguard used to have magic damage in the early days of Warhammer 3, but they got nerfed because it was deemed a little bit too strong against the new demon factions. So yeah, that's actually something we need to do in this matchup too. So we cut you guys and get these. Yeah, we want that and we want that. Okay. And do we want to get like Graveguard in this matchup? I feel like the Bloodletters are just going to massacre them. Turin, can you accept my Haggard Guild Legion? Yeah, I'll remind me after next time you see me on there, just DM me in game and I'll try to. We only have 5 spots, but if you're online, I'll happily invite you. We just unlocked the 5 spots. So do we get like want anti-marauder tech here? Maybe these guys, yeah. Okay. Probably going to be Valkia, right? I'm most likely going to be Valkia. She's definitely scary. That is one reason why you can go with Chad von Karstein in this matchup, because he's very good at dealing with that. But then you kind of lose out on dealing with the big boys. I mean, Scarbrand, is Scarbrand really a problem? I don't know if he is. Valky is annoying for sure. She's definitely annoying. Okay, let's get this. Let's go with this guy. And yeah, I think that's good. Let's get this. Okay. Now, as far as the rest of the troops go, yeah, Scarbrand I think we're okay against. I think we can handle El Scarbrando just fine. Get you in reserve. Cut one of these. As far as the Cav goes, Chillgeist and Hexrace are just going to get killed by the frickin' what's it called? You're going to have a terrible time against yeah, against their magic damage units like the Fleshhounds and stuff. So I think that's just kind of stupid to get those. All right. So Sternsmen are okay here. Not the best, but not the worst either. Got Cryptors. We got all the boys ready to party. The dreaded Black Coach should be good in this matchup, but it's not. Storm of the Night again? Yeah, you could do Storm of the Night. It's okay. I mean, it'll lock Valkia down for sure, but it's not going to win you any beauty contest. The Blood Dragon Lord is also quite good here too. He's not bad at all. Okay, so what do we want to do? Let's get this guy. Let's get this. Boom and boom. Yeah, I like those items. And keep that. Get you on this, and then we just cut a couple of these. Man, we have like no infantry though. We're very light in the infantry game, which is not good. Vampire characters are just so expensive, man. You just get priced so quickly with them. Okay. Yeah, I dig it. Can you dig it? Are we going to be dealing with like Corn Warriors and things like that? Probably not. I don't think we're going to be dealing with too many Corn Warriors. Okay, let's get you. We have the doggies, and I think my opponent is about ready, give or take. Should be ready to go. Do we want to get a sneaky Golem in there? I don't think so. I don't think Golem's going to be super useful. Konigstein Stalkers are okay. Getting that poison damage in isn't the worst. Okay, and then a zombie. Yeah, let's see how this goes. Yeah, Karanak is pretty good. Karanak is definitely scary. So it did influence my decision with my Lord choice. Yeah, Decay, you just got to refresh the stream, bud. I know you probably can't even hear me saying this, but YouTube is just having problems today. My stream hasn't dropped a single frame, which means I'm not lagging or anything. So yeah, so since we're a little bit, we took so long for my bracket side. The top side is going to be ready for us after this. And if we lose, we go to the bottom, and we're still going to have time before we play somebody. Okay, so yeah, Poison Advance there, looks good. Yeah, definitely got some strong players here today. Match is loading. And here we go. Gorst against Khorne isn't the worst thing in the world, actually. You could do like a Gorst shotgun build where he's like a double Mortis engine, so Gorst and a Mortis. And then you would go double Terrorgeist to protect him probably, and do something along those lines. I actually went with the Blood Knight build. It's not on your end, DK. It's not you, it's YouTube. YouTube's having server problems today. I was chatting with some other streamers and they were having the same issues, so. Just finished. It's not every region. Not every region is having problems, but there's some regions apparently which are having issues. So depending on where you're watching from, you're gonna have problems or not. Just finished my assignment and wanted to relax. Hey, right on, dude. Hopefully the assignment went well. I still have nightmares about doing math problems. Crusader King style game set in the Warhammer universe. It'd be fun. Yeah, it'd be fun. I think Total War just kind of nails it though, right? You get the epic battles, which is like what it's all about. So here's a cool forbidden tech in this matchup is the Balefire Corpse Cart. So these things give you fire damage and they give you magic damage, which is pretty sweet. So you're actually able to trade into demonic infantry pretty well with your Graveguard and your other threats. We did bring the Von Karstein Lord. We got a Mortis Engine here, Blood Knights. Okay, a little bit of strange like graphic thing there. Okay, I think we're fine. All right. Your new assignment is to watch me. That's right. Come hang out. Come have a good time. Yeah, so this is a fun build. The Chad Von Karstein Lord, Storm of the Night, will keep Valkia in check, and he's also a very good fighter. Flock of Doom is just a really good spell too. So Flock of Doom with Invo seems like a pretty good combo. And yeah, it's go time, man. It is go time. Feel like I have fun. Pretty elite build for my opponent as well. He's only got 10 units, so is it going to be Scarbrand? No, it's Valkia. Okay, cool. So we were more or less expecting that. Okay, so we got the mobility here. So we're going to like try and lure them into the Dire Pack. So we're going to get the Mortis Engine over here and move you guys up this way. Valkia probably not going to want to take that fight. What do we have here? Is that a Cultist of Khorne? Exalted Hero. Is he on horseback? He is. Okay. Oh, hello. I almost unsummoned that unit. I really got to unbind that hockey. It's dangerous. Do we have any good quality infantry? Not really. Oh, no. Chosen of Khorne. Okay. So that's going to be our breath attack target. Okay. Blood Knights can go, and we can go grab the high ground objective. So we're going to go grab it with the doggo. Play the middle. And we're going to go try and set up a breath attack now. We could drop Flock of Doom here. Wouldn't be bad, actually. Yeah, nice. Oh, God's Tier Flock of Doom, by the way. Very good stuff. So that hit like everything there. And you see how that doesn't track in the valuation? Yeah, it's very troll. He's probably going to summon a Fleshhound to try and stop me from capturing this, but so far so good. Is he actually going to charge here? I don't think so. He's just going after the Corpse Cart. Yeah, all right. Let's move in. Let's do a little bit of this. Let's get the Mortis Engine coming from this side. Now we just need to get the Dragon Breath attack ready to go. All right, so we moved in. Zombies are in. Let's get you guys there. And for now, we can go ahead and just line up right on the side here. And we're going to go ahead and Breath attack the Chosen. Let's get this Corpse Cart going. Get this Mortis Engine coming over here. And outstanding. So we do get that. Big old Breath attack right there. Nice, nice. Very good. And we're going to go ahead and call in... do we need to call anything else in? Let's get the Blood Knights around the back and have them start doing some hammering. Blood Dragon Lord is going to be cackling all the way to the bank. And let's get the Crypt Horrors running up. I think that's going to be pretty good. So Chad Dragon Lord. Mortis Engine getting caught though. So a big blunder on my part actually. If I lose this thing early, I just lose the game. So I need to be much more cautious with this bad boy. All right. So for now, we're going to go ahead and do Storm of the Night on Valkia. Try and lock her down. So get a cast? It is great. So Mortis Engine gets back. And we're going to get you Blood Knights around the back of the army. Doggy's going to come here as well. And what do we charge? Do we charge these guys? The Exalted Hero? Sure, why not? So we can go over there, help out a little bit, keep the Mortis Engine nice and secret and safe. Crypt Horrors are coming. And we do get a good surround there. Valkia takes a bit of damage, and now we might actually be able to do a little something something. So we're going to do this. Sword of Anti-Heroes. Get the dogs coming around the back. And if we can kill that character, that Khorne character there, that's going to be freaking sweet. All right, so Dire Pack. So let's get the Dire Pack coming from this side. Crypt Horrors here, and these doggies can come here. And get the Mortis Engine back in combat here. And we are killing that Khorne character, sort of. It's not as much damage as I would think. We're going to go ahead and invo the Blood Knights too. And at this point, we need to get away. So you see the big scaries coming. Those are the Skull Crushers, right? So we get a lot of mobility on these guys. Let's get you in there and get the dogs chasing here. Get the Crypt Horrors back, and we need to retreat. But we did snipe that Khorne character, which is sweet. So let's retreat. I don't know what this weird like graphic lag I'm experiencing is. Yeah, I don't know. Some funny business. Hopefully it's not too much of a problem for you guys. All right, so the Mortis Engine is just cackling all the way to the bank. Our mobility is chasing his horsemen, and let's pull you guys back and under here. Let's get the Dire Pack running to that side and pull you down this way. Let's get the Blood Knights running here, and in the meantime, just keep kiting Valkia. All right, I might have to restart my game after this. Sometimes some weird stuff happens. Total War is very janky, so. All right, so where's the dog pack coming? Dog pack's going to come down this way. In the middle, we're still grinding it. We do have the objective advantage, right? Yeah, we have the double cap on them. And what are these? These are Marauders of Khorne? Okay, so now we can engage against the Blood Crushers here. So we're going to get the Blood Knights on them. We're going to do you. We're going to get you coming over here. And yeah, hopefully we can win this fight. So we're going to go ahead and pop the Invo on the Blood Knights. We got Vargheists coming on in. And the Mortis Engine, did I lose the Mortis Engine? I'm about to, yeah. Very newbie of me. Playing not super well this game, but it's okay. It's a double Elim tournament. Like, there's no reason for me to let the Mortis Engine just get killed by throwing axes, other than sloppy play. Oh, we're trying to keep the Mortis Engine up, but yeah, sloppy play for me. Yeah, I don't think the build worked super well here, to be honest. It feels like a lot of things aren't going great. Let's do a big Invo right there as well. And do we have any call-ins that are going to be reasonably helpful? I guess another, Vargheist or something here maybe, but we really don't have a whole lot left. The Von Karstein Lord doesn't feel like super impactful. I'm kind of like wishing I had Raised Dead in many situations here. And yeah, like there's no reason. I should just have Fellbats killing or tar pitting those things, right? It's just pure Bronzodia play. Oh my god, this lag too is killing me. Yeah, Mortis Engine's dead. I've definitely lost this game probably. Let's get back. Let's pop this. Let's do this as well. Don't worry, the vampires will climb from the bottom pits. We will arise to get our vengeance. I do think vampires can beat Khorne. I just don't know how to play the matchup. So I gotta... Man, God, what is this lag? Jeez. Okay. So weird. Alright, so back up in the sky. Do we get a Flock of Doom on the blob? I mean, that's pretty much all we can do. Let's get on the Furies. It didn't occur to me that Furies probably counter my Flyers too. That's something I did not think about. Sad bat noises, yeah. Yeah, losing your Mortis Engine is really Bronzodia. Against Khorne especially, like, all they have is Horsemen against it, so you really, with good micro, you shouldn't be losing it too often. Alright. So, yeah, that's just GG, right? Like, I don't know what I can do other than maybe start playing the mobile game a little bit, but we're so down on value and on objectives. I think it'd be best just to call it here. Are you guys seeing this lag, this, like, weird graphic lag I'm getting here? Yeah. Well, I wish I could type GG to him. He played very well. Alright, GG well played. That was a weird one. Let me check with him. GG. Were you getting that lag? Yeah, I'm gonna restart my game real quick. Yeah, Chosen of Khorne did pretty good though. 2100 on that bad boy. This one did quite good also, but you need the Mortis to counter them, right? The Von Karstein Lord, he was the one element of my army that actually did well. He managed to pay for himself. Like, even in a really like heavy losing fight, he paid for himself. He got 2900 there, which is good. Yeah, no, there was not much left on the field. That is correct. You need the Mortis, though. That's really the tail of the tape. You just got to keep that thing alive. Yeah, we saw that lag. Yeah, it was weird. It's because it's a daylight map. You're joking, right? Graphic lag? I don't think so. He didn't see it. Got it. Let's see here. Go ahead and report. Yeah, the Von Karstein Lord probably isn't the way. You probably even go Vlad and just do like Winds of Death and do like a Crypt Horror build. Like something like that would probably be better. Like if you just, Crypt Horror or even like Fade Abuna those guys down. Something like that. Graveguard with Halberds will be fun. Yeah, I think that'll be pretty cool. Okay, so he's going to report that, and then we can report the semifinals, or report on the semifinals here. Okay, so Maverick is there. Oh, I actually have an opponent already. Wow. Awesome. So we don't need to wait then. We can just keep playing. Okay. And T-game. Let's host this up. So we're on the bottom side now. So if we lose again, we're out of the tournament. So we cannot afford to lose. Gotta play tighter games. Okay, so who do we have here? We have Poison, I think is their name. Yeah, that was some weird lagginess I was getting. I should probably do a full restart here real quick. Hold on. Okay, I'm going to do a full restart of the game. Yeah, the Chosen did good. I thought he only had one, but there was actually two of them slipped in there. They submarined in and karate chopped. But Chosen of Khorne have always annihilated vampire counts if they're left to their own devices. If they don't get focused by magic or like big heavy monsters. We had like a okay breath attack against one in the beginning, but it wasn't enough. That's for damn sure. It was not enough. The Blades of the Blood God, they feasted that game. That is for damn sure. Okay. Getting a restart here. Rehosting 1 sec. So far in the top 4, I think we have... What is Hitman Hippo playing? He has reached top 4. Who did he sign up as? Let's see. We have Demons of Chaos and Khorne on the top side, I think. With the new Graveguard Halberd unit, I can delete my Graveguard Halberd mod I made. Oh, really? You made a mod for it? That's kind of cool. I don't know if Graveguard can take Halberds in tabletop. Maybe they can. I think they can, actually. I think they can. Yeah, it's cool that they... I think they should have those. Okay. So let's see what my opponent's playing. So what map are we on now? So we're on round 3 again. So we might be on Itza yet again. What I'm going to do for the next tournament is probably make it so the bottom side and the top side have different maps. Yeah, I think we're on Itza again, which is fine. It's a good map for Vampire Counts. I just need to pay attention to my units and not lose them this time. Okay. With Vampire Counts, yeah, you got to be careful. If you lose your big centerpiece, you can go down pretty quickly. Either your Lord or your Mortis Engine. Whatever, right? Yeah, they can bring great weapons in tabletop, I know that, but can they bring halberds is the question. I can actually check real quick. The Old World Army Builder. Okay. Vampire Counts. Graveguard. No, they can't. They can only bring great weapons. They can go hand weapon or shield or great weapon. Yeah. Which is, you know, great weapons are fine. Oh, Tomb King's interesting. Okay, we got to figure out how to play this matchup. This is going to be a first. Let's get Wookiee Claw up. Thank you, Wookiee, for protecting our privacy. I think I have an idea. The Camarine War Sphinx is a problem, right? Like, how do we deal with that thing? We don't have our Graveguard Halberds yet. We don't. Let's get a couple of these. And for the ground army, yeah, a basic sword and board Graveguard are going to be pretty good here, I think. They're definitely not bad. They have plenty of magic damage, so that is a problem for us. Khorne does well at reclaiming those undead skulls. Yeah, he does. They're his after all. He deserves them, you know? He deserves them. So I think we can bring you in reserve. Now, the Lord choice here against the Tomb Kings. Interesting stuff. Probably going to go with this gentleman. I don't know if I'd really call him a gentleman, but, you know, it's in the ballpark. All right, let's get this. And, yeah, looks fine. That looks good. Let's go ahead and cut that. And did we cut this as well? Yeah, I could probably cut that. Cut this. And now we have our boy. We have our character here. All right. So Crypt Horrors against them are good against the melee Shopti. That's probably the one thing that they're pretty decent against. Get a couple of these. Dire Pack and Hounds are always welcome here. Vargeist in this matchup are very good. Yeah, Vargeist against Khorne actually suck, I feel, because the Furies like kill them. Like, that's what I was noticing in my game, is that the Furies were annihilating my Vargeist. So probably in the if I do run into that Khorne player again today, if I meet them in the semis or the finals or something, probably would switch that up, because that seemed like it was really terrible. Blood Knights into Tomb Kings doesn't feel like something you'd want to start with, at least, but maybe something a little bit later on, like mid-game, to call out could be okay. Yeah, Vargeists here, I think, are quite good, so we probably rock some of those, I would expect. Okay. Do we want the Spear variant? Probably just these guys are good. And then Corpse Carts in this matchup. You know, what about Black Knights? Black Knights, you know, might actually unironically be decent here, which is funny to say. The 1400 one, yeah, they're expensive. Now, let's try a little bit of this. This will be fun. We're mixing it up here today, ladies and gentlemen. We're learning together. Learn through my failures. Okay. Everything's on the line here, though. If we get karate chopped here, it is game over for us in today's tournament. And then we will be casting the rest of the matches, so good luck to Wookiee Claw here. See how we're looking in the tournament. So we're going to double check this, refresh that, and see what's cracking. Blood Dragon Lord? Maybe. I feel like Tomb Kings are pretty good at sniping big things. So I brought something a little different. Oh no, Pone, what happened down there, man? Did you face the Dark Lord of the bottom brackets? Was it them? What did Poison lose to in the first game, this player that I'm playing against? Oh, they lost to Hitman Hippo. Okay, so my opponent lost to probably the strongest player in this tournament, so they could be very good. Yeah, and they are an RTK player. Okay, so my opponent's going to be very strong. Hitman Hippo and Maverick Sloth are playing. Very nice. Maverick Sloth, whoever, or Hitman Hippo, whoever loses that will be relegated to the bottom bracket to join us in the pits of hell. Flamaster is playing Safari over there. All right, all right. A Foot Ghoulord to sneak around with stock. Oh, hell yeah, Lucas. You know it's good. I'm new to Total War Warhammer. Is there a DLC you think that is a must-have? So, Fremon, answer me this before we start. We talking for multiplayer or are we talking for campaign? Very different. Ogres are far more mobile than High Elves? Oh, yeah. They're pretty damn mobile. Fireborn are pretty good in that matchup, though. Yeah, they are. I think on that map, Pone, you have to play very differently. You probably go Mass Cav. Like, I'd probably bring, like, 3 Silver Helms, Fireborn, another Dragon Prince, and, a Fast Lord, maybe on an Eagle like Larry or something like that. On the Pit of the Everchosen. Everyone thinks Pit of the Everchosen is like a melee fight instantly map, but oftentimes it's a mobile game map. Yeah. Yes, perfect. Okay. Let's close this out. Hopefully we don't have that weird graphic lag this time around. That was so strange. Never had that before. Fireboard did work, but it can only be at one spot, yeah. But regular Dragon Princes are not bad against Ogres either. They struggle against the Ogre Cav, though. That's probably the one big issue you ran into, right? Pone, did your opponent go for a lot of, like, elite Ogre Cav? Was he rocking, like, Mournfang Cav and Crushers? Because that's how you beat High Elves, I think, with Ogres, is, like, the heavy Cav are so nasty. Because High Elves, like, your spears can only do so much. What's that sound? There's, like, this weird background sound. Huh. Are you guys hearing that, like, weird droning sound in the map? Is that just the shambling and the groaning of the zombies? Could very well be. Alright, so these Graveguard are going to go hold the side objective. We have double White King, because they're very, very good at dealing with skeleton hordes. I think they're probably the epicenter of this matchup, like really your best piece. Let's flood these guys out a little bit. In order to deal with the big heavy hitters, we have double Vampire Gorilla. Would you make a multiplayer tier list after this night? Yeah, I would do that after the update comes out, for sure. Absolutely. Both, but I enjoy the campaign so far. So if you're going to be looking to get, like, a DLC or whatever, honestly, I can only recommend buying factions that you like the most, like whichever faction aesthetically you like the most. But Tomb Kings and Vampire Coast are really good deals because you only need one of them to get all their units. So those are always considered to be pretty good deals. I'm a big Empire guy, so I love playing the Empire. I feel like that's really the old Warhammer experience, fighting all the evil with the humans. Oh, it's that thing. Oh, okay, wow. It's getting nice and loud back there. But we do have some Black Knights in the trees. I figured they can dominate the Tomb King's Cav and also maybe contest Objective 1 for me. I'm going to leave them in the trees for a hot minute. Alright. So let's move up. Looks like a lot of Nehekar Warriors, which hopefully Scab's Graith will deal with them. And we do also have some melee Shopti. We're going to be calling in our boy Krell, and we have the Vampire Gorillas. Vampire Gorillas are pretty good at dealing with the War Sphinxes. We have a Mortis engine too. If my opponent doesn't have any shooting, I'm for sure going to call in a Mortis, but I assume he's got shooting in reserve. Yeah, he's got to have it. We're going to send you over there to get this. Vampire Gorillas are going to go start smacking down the front line, WWE style. At least I know, I thought I was going insane. I'm like, what's the noise? What's that noise? We're going to keep these guys here for now, like as an ambush unit. And let's get the Vampire Gorillas over here. Yeah, it might just be this map. There might be something about this map that's causing some weird graphics lag. Maybe the map maker updated it or something. I have no idea. All right, those who Shopti want to try and grab that point, I'm going to go get that freebie with the Vampire Gorillas, 100%. And on top of that, let's go ahead and call in a Vargeist. Let's do a little something here. And let's go get these Black Knights up there and grab that point. Yeah, I think there's something about this map that's causing lag. I don't know what it is, but we're going to go smash those guys up. Oh, it's going to be Ark in the Black. Oh, we have an evil Necromancer duel. How exciting is this? Evil Necromancer duels. Evil. All right, Vampire Gorillas, let's get back. Okay, so you guys are going to retreat a little bit, and cool, so we're ready to party. And let's get the White Kings and company moving up here. Let's pull you back, and you guys move in here, and you guys go in there. All right, so Vampire Gorillas are nearby. we have you guys. Let's get you in there, and let's get the vampire gorillas to go here. And also, I think we could just honestly rip them apart here and have a very, very good fight on this side. All right, so from here, we need to start getting scab scrates going. So we're going to go ahead and do a little scab scrape action right there. And then we're going to do a little scab scrape action right here, which is going to be very nasty. Let's drop the summon there. Beautiful. And let's get into the Vargeist coming in now. All right, so I think we're winning this fight pretty decisively. It's hard to tell. Yeah, you can see the Ushopti here getting smashed up. And we do get some carrion being called in, but that's whatever. The Black Knights have gotten that objective, so we're going to call them down in the low ground now. We have some more skeletons here. We're eventually going to lose this. My opponent's troop quality is much, much better. So probably we could summon Krell right here to try and fight the boys. So Krell is going to start giving some anti-large support to these Ushopti here. And we've got to be winning this side, right? We've got to be winning that. Like, I would imagine we are. So Black Knights are going to come around the back. I don't know if he has, like, Sepulchral Stalkers or anything, but let's get these Nehekar Warriors. So we're going to do that and dive them there with the homies. And now we can slam jam, space jam into the back of these units with the Black Knights and hopefully break them. Yeah, Vargeist just are absolute murder machines. They do so much damage. And it looks like overall this fight's going pretty well for us here. Let's get these Vargeist back a little bit. Call in Dire Pack to go chase some of my opponent's skirmishers here. And yeah, okay, it's just this map. It's definitely the map that's causing issues. Krell is being a Giga Chad, though. He's doing it. The Black Knight sandwich there, absolutely devastating. My opponent hasn't really contested the high ground, so I'm going to grab 2 zombies just to make sure it's not free. We're going to just waddle them over there. Yep, every time I pan back to my deployment zone, there's a big lag spike, so that's pretty troll. I think it's just that whatever that graphic is back there, like this thing, I think is causing some issues. Yeah, Total War is weird like that, you know. Sometimes it's just funny business. All right, so let's get you guys back up, get behind the opposing army. We're going to drop an invo on the injured one. And now it's time to get some more scab scrates in a couple seconds. Yeah, it's the map. Oh, well, it is what it is. All right, so let's get you Vargeist going here, and then you Vargeist can come over here after these Ushopti. The Dire Pack, I don't know why they're just sitting there, but they decided to go on vacation. But they're going to go chasing here. Heinrich can also get involved in combat because he's, you know, not useless here. We got zombies heading to the high ground. We're definitely winning this game, I think. We're in pretty good shape here. We were able to hunt those guys down. The Black Knights, oh my god, they annihilated those guys. Man, brutal. Very, very strong stuff. So we probably want to keep them here just for the value, although those are Kepler Guard. Okay, so those are no joke. We do get carrying intercepting the doggies over there. And this objective is belonging to my opponent for reals? Wow, I thought I would have had that point, but I guess not. All right, so that side is going well. We're going to go ahead and loop you guys around and jump on the Kepler Guard here. And we're going to drop a zombie summon on top of them as well. Let's go ahead and rear charge into those bad boys. And the Vargeist, how are we looking? Yeah, these ones are killing these Ushopti, and we do see skeleton archers heading to the high ground. Let's go ahead and call in the Sternsmen, move them up here. And what do we still have? Yeah, those are just regular Graveguard, right? So yeah, they'll eventually win this fight with the Vampire Gorillas. Oh, YouTube's having problems. Okay, let me refresh that. So I'm getting the buffering issues now on YouTube also. All right, very funny. So I refreshed it. I think we're okay. Do we get an invo here? I think it's not a bad idea. Let's drop it like it's hot. We do get a big invo going down. Heinrich and company are battling it out. Krell is also nearby. Let's see if Krell can help. Let's get our boy Heinrich back. Let's keep waddling this way. And the zombies should have enough capture weight to deal with that. And this fight is going to be a win for us eventually. Then the Vampire Gorillas will feast. I can't afford to let him get another objective off me, so I'm going to go park a doggy unit up there. And the Sternsmen will get to the middle eventually and hopefully win it out. All right, Carrion getting mulched. Let's go fight these guys. We're going to have more Scab Scrates here in a second, so let's get the Scab Scrate party going. And it's kind of hard to tell where his units are. I think he's got like some skeletons in there, and then we have another Scab Scrate right here, which is going to get those guys great. All right, Heinrich Kemmler and company are doing it. We do manage to hold the side objectives. The zombies get it done. Let's pull these dogs down and under. And those Black Knights actually perform very well. I'm very happy with that. And we're going to win this fight over here eventually. It's just a matter of time. So I think we can start sending some chaff over there just to give us some sustained weight on that objective. And cool, so the Vargeist have done their job. Let's pull them back. We can actually land these guys on the ground if we want to. Probably worth an invo because they're pretty healthy, to be honest. So let's toggle the landing mode to pull my opponent to the ground here. Let's jump on the Kepler Guard, jump on the Kepler Guard, and are the Carrion going to follow me to the ground? We'll find out on today's episode. All right, let's get this. And it looks like they're going to follow. Great, so that's a free kill for us. So we're going to get those guys now. So we got the high ground objective. The Gorillas are eventually going to win that side objective. And in the middle, I do have the 2 White Kings. And now we have the Sternsmen arriving. Sternsmen should be able to handle those, and we do get the pick on those Carrion, which you gotta love to see. We definitely need some more infantry killing power here. I'm thinking Mortis Engine. Homie doesn't really have anything to counter a Mortis, so if we just call that in the 4th quarter, I think we're okay. Let's go ahead and get a zombie summon to buffer these guys out a little bit. Dogs are doing good. We do have some good quality infantry heading for the high ground. Some Nehekar Warriors, which is unfortunate. I think this is a dire pack situation because he's diving us back here, so I think we just go try and get another freebie there. In the middle, as far as this fighting goes, I think Sternsman will eventually win this. The Vampire Guerrillas are slowly bashing down these Tomb Guard with a little bit of help. We do have the reinforcements coming, so that is going to be ours. We are up in value. It's a close game, actually. Very, very close match. This is a very, very good duel of fates. Dire Packets in there are going to rip those guys up. I think Sternsman carry this fight. Unfortunately, I did cut the Chaos Tomb Blade, which is a shame. That was potentially a mistake there. Are these actually Shopti? I think they are. Yeah, but the Dire Pack should be able to kill them. Okay, so up on the high ground, what can we get there quickly? We can actually just get some Vargeist up there. They'll tear apart those infantry pretty good. All right, so we're going to move you guys back. We have another Scab's Graith, so we're going to go ahead and get it right down the old pipe right now. So that's going to hit those guys, and we're going to get them again. Scab's Graith is so freaking good in this matchup. Yeah, and the Vampire Guerrillas Giga chatted it. We've been like split fighting a lot of this game, but overall it's been worth. All right, so Dire Pack, what do we have on the high ground? Double Warrior there. Okay, so we're going to get... Oh, nice block there. That was very, very good. But now it is Gotham's Reckoning. I think the Vargeist will be able to rip that up. Let's get you on the Skirmishers here and save for the Mortis Engine. All right, so the Guerrillas have done it. So now the Guerrillas are going to come to the middle, and they're big and they're pissed. We're going to drop a summon there. Let's go ahead and charge into the back of this formation. We have some random Skirmishers hanging out in our backfield. I think, yeah, Vargeist probably can do this. I may lose the objective. Maybe I can keep this from being lost by getting some doggos up here and maybe looping around, but at the end of the day, not a big deal. All right, so we're going to go get him with the Vampire Guerrillas right now. Yeah, we're going to grab him. And I do have a Gaze of Nagash. Let's go ahead and set up for that. Oh, is that a Khemerian War Sphinx? The fourth quarter Khemerian War Sphinx. I do like that. I respect it. Good thing I do have anti-large, though. You know, otherwise it could be a little dodgy. Okay, looks like this point is going to go to my opponent here. These dogs are just going to kind of chill here for now. Let's get you guys engaged, and probably, yeah, just the Mortis Engine is going to be the play, right? I think so. We see the big man running away. Heinrich can get in and fight. I think I have the superior infantry quality here. So let's get in. Yeah, so we bashed that Khemerian War Sphinx. Let's get him with the Gaze of Nagash. That's going to be very nice, and that'll do a bunch of damage. Cool, so we got him with the Gaze. Nice, he's almost dead, actually, so he's very, very low. See Skirmishers coming over here. I think we're fine. This point is looking good, so let's go ahead and all in on these guys now and get the kill on those. And next we call in a Mortis Engine, right? That's going to be the play. Okay, we got him again. Vampire Giga Chad Guerrillas. They're doing it. I think we're due for an overcasted Invo. But let's get that Mortis coming, man. The Mortis is going to just seal the deal. Like, any infantry he sends in are just going to get karate chopped. And we'll drop a zombie summon here. And Heinrich can fight Arkin a little bit. Yeah, not the best fight for us, but... if we have a zombie summon buffering, it's going to be okay. So there, I think we're fine. High ground, I think we've dominated this engagement right there. And these Vargeist, yeah, Vargeist are so good. I think they just suck against Chaos because of the Furies. Furies seem to counter them very effectively. And Vampire Guerrillas are doing what we originally brought them for, which is dealing with the Khemerian War Sphinx, right? Yeah, they're doing great there. All right, how are we looking on this side? Looks pretty stable, honestly. We could send, I don't know, a dog over there to go help, and that would probably be enough to defeat those guys that are coming in. Vampire Guerrillas, we got the Mortis coming to rock, and we have another Gaze and Nagash, so let's blast him with the Gaze and Nagash. So we're going to get him with that. And it looks like there's some high ground play here, so the Vampire Guerrillas are going to go chase them down. We'll keep the Mortis here. Heinrich is going to stay here, and yeah, we almost got him with that Gaze. Gaze and Nagash is a great ability for sure. Let's get a Bat unit. We can use it to run some interference, fight these carrion and whatnot. All right, so those guys have been taken out. Let's go nibble on these. Get the two TAF units to go fight you, and yeah, great. So reform ranks here. So the Mortis Engine is fine. We maybe move over this way. Vampire Guerrillas are going to hunt you down, and we're just going to wait for another Gaze and Nagash to try and pop those guys in the face. Let's get you guys back on the point here. Yeah, the dogs are fighting here. Need that Mortis Engine over there. Vampire Guerrillas are absolute Giga Chad, so we're going to move them across here. And when he tries to run, we're going to blast him, basically. Right, so he's going to have to run from out behind that pillar eventually, and then we just blast him. we flushed him out, boys. Oh no, line of sight. Not like this. All right, he's fearing it. He's fearing it here. All right, so Fellbats. Let's get the Fellbats on the Skirmish Cav. Mortis Engine's going to be bumping and draining here, but we want it over on this side. And do we have any good quality infantry to call there? I think we have a basic Graveguard unit we could refresh. And just to make sure we own that point, all right? That's going to be nice. All right, so Heinrich is being hunted by the Khemerian War Sphinx. Ark in the Black is cackling into the sunset. High ground objective is completely secured, so we just need to get the Vargeist over here. Let's get you guys on the Nehekar Warriors, and I think we do have another Scab's Graith. No, we don't. We use them all. That ability is so freaking good, by the way. It's amazing. right, let's go kill those carrion, and we're going to go ahead and drop this from downtown, see if we can get him with it. Mortis Engine should just win that fight over there. I think we're in a pretty commanding position here. Let's get another Fellbat unit just to chase skirmishers. Vampire Gorillas are showing this thing who's boss. Yeah, the Gorilla Bullies they're no joke. They're no joke. Fellbats help against the carrion, because why not? And where did Arkin go? Did he go in the bushes, or did we kill him? Oh, we killed him. Okay, great. I'll take it. I'll take that all the way to the bank, ladies and gentlemen. Mortis Engine getting the job done over here. Those guys are going to crumble. So let's pull you back to the middle. Go get on those skirmishers here. As far as this fight goes, do we have anything speedy that we can get here with? I mean, a skeleton doesn't hurt, right? And then the Sternsman, Graveguard can head to the middle now. Yeah, like, we're up on points too, right? And the Vampire Gorillas are dominating over here, so we do get the dub. All right, cool. So we're 3-1 so far. I'm happy. I'm not very good at counts, but I feel like we're learning. That player that we played is very good, so I'm happy with that win. Scab's Grace were super good. Vampire Gorillas carried that entire flank on their own. Mortis Engine was a nice finisher piece, but Vargeist were MVPs, as they have been in many of the matchups today. All right. For my opponent's builds, what did they have? Ooh, man, look at that. Necropolis Knights. Yeah, a very different build. A lot of Nehekar Warriors, which, of course, do pretty damn good against vampires. Let me say GG to my opponent here. Come on. Yeah, that map was having some weird lag. I think it was some of the texturing or something. GG, well played. All right. So let's refresh this and see where we are in the tournament now. Scav's Graith is so good. Oh my god, it's like one of the best things on the entire roster. Okay, so Vampire Counts versus Tomb Kings. Versus the Kings of the Tomb. All right, so there it is. Vampire Counts versus Tomb Kings. We reported it correctly. It is I, Leo. Yes, welcome to the stream. Hippo and Sloth are still playing. And yeah, so we still have a while probably before. Hopefully, we'll cast the Cow Z versus Flamaster game next. So let me message Cow Z for lobby code. Lobby code, please. All right. So this is a Skaven game. You guys are about to get a Skaven game. You know? It's time. It is time. Let's cast Skaven versus, what are they going to be playing against? Is it against Slanesh? I'm not sure what the other guy's playing. But yeah, here's the look of the bracket so far. If you take a look. On the top side, we have Maverick Sloth and Hitman Hippo battling it out in the semifinals. That's the Corn player who beat me, and Hitman Hippo has been crushing his side of the bracket. So whoever wins out will be in the grand finals, and then the loser of this is going to be going right here to play the winner of my game. So whoever loses here goes down to this side, and then yeah, we duke it out from here, which will be fun. Yeah, this is a Skaven, Creeper, and Flamaster. I think they've been playing for a while, so I would assume that they're about ready. Cool. So we're going to cast this game until they reach us, basically. Oh, that's Cowsy. Okay, spec slot. Spec slot. The dreaded Skaven are coming. Yes. Yeah, it's like a miniature Winds of Death. Exactly. That's a great way of putting it. Yeah, dude, those Vargeist are basically Donkey Kong. Yeah, they get in there with those gorilla punches and they do work. They do a lot. I like them. I think they're great monsters. They're fast, they heal. They have like 80 movement speed or something. Gaze of Nagash is very good at sniping. I mean, there's builds. Vampires can do sniping builds. You can bring Manfred with Spirit Leech and Gaze of Nagash and then all of his like mana items, and you can get some disgusting sniping with Vampire Counts. It depends on what you're playing, but overall, yeah, there's a lot of fun stuff you could do. Okay. Here we are. So next up, we have Skaven versus, we're not sure yet. We're not sure who it's going to be. It's either going to be Creepy or Flamaster. Those are the two players playing. Let's see what their other two are playing. Okay, so Flamaster must have dedicated his faction. Yeah, I'm not sure. We'll figure it out. I did. But gonna cast rather than wait. I'm waiting for a winner of your game. So we're either, this is the, whoever wins this is who plays us. So after this, we play either Skaven or the other player, which, I don't know, I think apparently Skaven are like good against vampire counts now. I don't know what's going on with that, but maybe, oh yeah, Doom players are probably really good, and also the new buff Stormvermin are probably pretty nice in this matchup too, I would imagine. Like, you used to not have to worry about armor at all against Skaven, really, when you were vampire counts, you just swarm them. But now, yeah, with armor being a thing, I can see that being very, very difficult. Oh, what makes Wood Elves meta? They just do a lot of stuff really well. They got a couple buffs to Deepwood Scouts among, you know, War Dancers. They got buffs on a lot of units that made them very strong. Yeah. The Bat Rillas, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So tomorrow we're probably going to stream either Age of Mythology or Legion Tower Defense. And then I'm thinking about doing a Frostpunk stream too, or maybe Diablo 2. Let's actually put that to a poll. I mean, obviously you guys are here for Warhammer, whoever's watching this, but interest. Frostpunk, D2 hardcore run. Yeah, what would you guys be more interested in? Because we're already covering those games, but between these are kind of the two other streams I'm leaning towards. Yeah, Kislever's still just god tier. Yeah, they are, unfortunately. In land battle, they're not as bad, but they're still very strong. But in domination mode, they're brutal. I mean, they're brutal in land battle too, but there's definitely more shenanigans you can pull against them in land battle. In my limited experience these days. Really, Frostpunk. I actually would have expected D2. I'm not trying to influence the vote at all. I'm just... So Diablo 2, it would be myself and my wife, if she's free, and several other buddies, and we would all make hardcore characters, and we would just play through. You want to see Turin's real opinion on child labor? The children yearn for the mines? Oh my god. Is that like some flavor text in the game when you actually make that decision? Yeah, because they just came out with the Frostpunk game, the second one. I never even played the first one, so I would have to be learning it from scratch here. Okay. Sounds good. At least they are playing. All right. One sec here. All right, and there we are. Okay, doing a little bit of admin stuff, but it looks like we're all good in the neighborhood. We still don't have the top side decided. How dare, Pone, did you just besmirch the good name of Diablo 2? That's like one of the greatest games of all time. All right, so if I win, I have to play Khorne again. Oh god, I don't actually know how to beat Khorne with vampire counts yet. No. I mean, both, but you're going to extremely... But you going through extremely unethical decisions sounds hilarious. Yeah, all right. I guess I'll download Frostpunk sometime this next week and we'll give it a try. Okay. So Maverick Sloth was defeated by Hitman Hippo, so Khorne has fallen. I suspect he wouldn't bring the same build, that's for sure. Yeah, Manfred, I mean, but Khorne Chosen, now that they have 35% spell resist, certainly a lot harder to snipe. I still think you probably do need a dragon character, but I don't know. What about, like, Manfred on a dragon? You know, slapping down, like, Fat Bunas on the Khorne Chosen. But 35% mitigation on that damage is so cost-effective for Khorne. Any problems? Pone says, I don't think Turin has any problem setting child labor to their doom. Hell yeah, dude, let's go. So in Frostpunk, does your stuff get raided by like raiders and stuff, like your setup, your base? Rest in Rage Khorne. Yeah, I should probably start scheming against Khorne. I actually am not sure. It depends on the map too. If we're on a bigger map, I feel like I can play better against Khorne as well. Maybe because although Khorne's mobility is very good, definitely not going to use Vargeist again. Fury, I think Cryptovers will be very good. Probably like a big focus on compromising their horsemen, but yeah, Khorne horsemen rip up Fellbats because they have anti-infantry. Yeah, it's tricky, man. I'm not sure how to approach that. I want to return to Warhammer, but can't until Greenskins return from the Shadow Realm. Oh, they're fine. Are you talking about in Warhammer the Old World or this Warhammer? Because they're fine here. Yeah, Graveguard, Great Opens, and Balefire against Khorne. Well, I mean, that's what I had last game, and it got karate chopped pretty hard. Yeah, the Horseman, I think I need to shut down with some mobility. I have an idea of a build, actually. I think I know something that will work well. No, it's a survival city builder. So there's not like Wasteland Raiders who attack your Frostpunk base. I figured that would be part of the game as well. So it's just pure survival. Okay. Greetings from Belgium. What's up, dude? How you doing, Matthias? Yeah, well, Graveguard with Halberds aren't in the game yet. They'll be in there when we get our next update. So whenever the hell that is, we'll be getting the Graveguard. Are these guys done yet? Man, it's kind of hard to track the round timer. That is one of the problems with Total War is like a competitive game is how long the tournaments can take. All right, we got our match though now. Let's go. Demons of Chaos versus Scaven. Oh, that's right. We have a Demons of Chaos player today. We also did have an Ogre player. They lost earlier though. I know somebody wanted to see them, but they were defeated. All right, so we got our game on. It's Flamaster on Demons of Chaos versus Toxic Cows on Scaven. Yeah, so we're going to see what foul schemes they can both cook up here on the Lustrian Narrows. Frostpunk is how quickly you can become a monster the game. Or miraculously your morals. I mean, but is Frostpunk just going to be super easy if you just throw all your morals out the window? Are you going to survive? How do you win in that game? Is it just more like who can survive the longest? Is that really the tail of the tape in Frostpunk, or is it like what's the win condition? Or do you just never win? Karen Racer are terrible against Vampire against Khorne because they get killed by Furies. Furies do magic damage and they hit really hard, so they just get shredded. Speaking of the update, do you think you'll be able to salvage Wildwood Rangers? Yeah, that's something I put in for a buff. I've definitely told CA to buff them several times, so we'll see if that happens. Green Sense Guiding got outscaled in the last bounce patch. Yeah, I think they're all right though. They're not like awful. It's a single player story city builder. Okay. It's not competitive. Yeah, I'm not looking for it to be competitive per se. I'm just like, is there a way you win or like beat it? How well do you think I think the Ogres are like borderline very solid, and if the Ogres get a couple of very strong units, they could be a problem for sure. Because like you got to remember, Ogres have like no Lord options, right? The Slaughtermaster is like basically the only decent Lord option. I mean, the Tyrants are okay with a Butcher, but Ogres have very little variance in their builds. So any extra units, like they're very good at domination mode. Land Battle, a little bit more niche probably, but yeah. What's up, Douglas? Yeah, we're casting a game, and the winner of this... So we are playing in today's tournament. The winner of this match is going to play us. So if I were to choose between these two, I would rather play Demons of Chaos, I think. Yeah, I think I'd rather play Demons of Chaos than Khorne. Although they do have all the Tzeentch demons, which wreck vampire counts, so you have to be careful about that. You'd probably have to go Von Karstein Lord and try and shut him down. Have there been any updates to Manor Lords? Not yet, Pone, no. Man, when Manor Lords gets PvP, that's going to be super fun. Oh my god, that would be so fun. If that ever happens and Manor Lords gets like a 4-player PvP with like politics and, you know, you can raid people's... Oh man, that would be a god tier game. If they get like 2 or 3, 2 to 4 player PvP in Manor Lords... Sign me up, dude. I'm sold. I will play the hell out of that, and I'll stream the hell out of it as well. Yeah. Playing for a Greasus rework? Yeah, Greasus needs some milk. He's a joke. Yeah, he's terrible. There are story chapters that function like missions. There's also endless sandbox mode, but for a stream, I'd recommend the main campaign. Okay. Sounds good. Sandbox kind of appeals to me a little bit more, but... yeah. I don't know. I love Diablo 2 though. I really want to do Diablo 2 retold or remastered and see what the new graphics look like, and just do a Necromancer Summoner like playthrough with you guys. I feel like that'd be so fun. Oh, Glean Magic has silence. Does it? I mean, Glean Magic, that's pretty good if it does. Turin, thank you for your content. I'm watching your streams like every day. Hey, right on. Yeah, no, that's what I do with there's a couple streams I used to watch back in the day to fall asleep. We don't have a TV in our bedroom anymore, so I don't do it anymore. But back in the day, I used to watch Winter's SEO. He's a tabletop bat report guy. So I used to watch his streams when I was going to bed, and I would get like halfway through and just crash. It worked like a charm every time. D2 remastered graphics are really good. I've heard that. Yeah, I've heard it. I played the hell out of the old one. I would love to just get like a group of people together and do a hardcore run. So we get on, you know, one morning at like 10 a.m. and just like play for like 6 hours and see how far we get, right? I think that'd be really fun. And, you know, as the stream goes, people are going to be dropping out and dying, right? And that's fun because, like, thematically, it's like a group of adventurers, you know. You get your crew together and, you get your crew together and people are, like, dropping and falling, right? Because it's hardcore mode. So, I mean, there's a chance I would die very early, too, and that would just be, you know, potentially the end. But I think that's fun. It's very thematic, right? Just curious, did anybody in chat happen to catch me and turn on? Yeah, we played on Grubby Stream the other day. It was super fun. Pone was a dark wizard as always. We were playing Direct Strike, which is the Warcraft 3 custom game that he's been playing. All right, Demons of Chaos are ready. Skaven coming up soon. The rats are rubbing their little rat hands together. Rats are such cool animals, man. I would 100% have a pet rat. If they lived more than 2 years, 2 to 3 years, I would definitely get a pet rat. It's just like, man, I feel like I would get so attached, and to have it only live 2 years is so brutal. I did. I'm still in the tournament. Your dudeness. I'm still in the tournament. I'm just. I'm waiting for my match, and this is whoever wins this goes to my match. So I figured let's cast the game instead of just sitting around and doing nothing. So I'd love to play D2 remastered, but if they don't work on some of the long-term endgame, I'm not really interested. Yeah, it would just be like a playthrough. Yeah. Pet rats are super cute. Yeah, I love rats. I think they're super cool animals. Little bulging eyes, yeah, they're great. All right, so we got Zarevik, the Feathered Prince. That is the Tzeentch Prince. He has a snare ability, and he does also have blue fire and pink fire, so he's pretty good. Against Skaven, it's going to be kind of hard to snipe like a Grey Seer on a Bell, and we have Karanak as well with a bunch of pinks. So we got a bunch of pink horrors and a couple blues as well. So Homie's basically just playing Tzeentch with the corn dog in his build, which, you know, is a little bit heretical, but, you know, chaos is heretical after all, so... I mean, chaos literally is chaos, and chaos is chaotic, and, you know, mismatching things is chaos, you know. Did an allergy test once. Rats was one of the few things I wasn't allergic to. You need a fat pet rat. That's a bit of a tongue twister, fat pet rat. Nah, it's not that hard to say, actually. Yeah. See, he seems to have been taking some of notes from you, though. They're buffing the Rangers, Black Coaches, and the Kodai Destroyer. Yeah, I think those are pretty obvious fixes, you know. Super cheap caster on foot. Who's actually hard to snipe. Yeah, probably with Skaven you do that. You just, you know, chill out. You could even hide them in the bushes in the back and just bring like a regular, you know, like a Plague Priest or something. All right, guys, here's the build. It is going to be a massive wall of clan rats. Storm Vermin and Halberds included. Interesting. So I guess if there were some Fiends mixed in, they'd be okay. Gutter Runners, very, very good against the Demons. They are little ninja stars, can definitely keep the big flying chicken honest. And a bunch of Skaven Slave Slingers. Spells for the Grey Seer are going to be Scorch, it looks like. No, Dreaded 13th spell, my favorite. As well as the Vermintide. So he's going to be dropping... Dude, this is one of the best animations in the game. Oh my god, look at that guy. He's so cool. And, like, you know what I always think of when I see this rat? Like, do you know how much grip strength that would take? Like, when he swings under like that, he's, like, completely almost upside down. And he is just, like, doing this for, like, a full 12 minutes straight. The rat is just gripping that. I mean, he gets a little bit of a reprieve when he goes up straight. But do you know what kind of grip strength that little rat would need to do that? I feel like that'd be super intense. I mean, he's like a decrepit wizard, too. Yeah, interesting. So, yeah, the Demons build, it's going to be Zarevik. He's a sniper character, so you basically use him to hunt down the Skaven Lords and cast pink fire on the blobs and blue fire on Storm Vermin, whatever. And then the blues and pinks are just very solid, right? Like, pinks are going to be good against a lot of the Skaven roster. They will struggle against maybe some armor, so like Doomflayers, but I'm not seeing any Doomflayers from the Skaven, so they should be safe-ish. And we got Chromatic Abomination, so it's all pinks and blues, a lot of firepower, and Zarevik, the Feathered Prince. Chad Wizard, I know. Take my strong hand. Oh my god, man. It's creepy how good internet algorithms are, man. Like, I was talking with Anna, and I was like, we're talking about Scary Movie, which is one of my favorite movie series of all time. Like, the original Scary Movies from the early 2000s. That's like one of the biggest foundations of my sense of humor is like the early Scary Movies. And, like, I looked at one clip on YouTube. The guy with the messed up hand who's, like, trying to, like, he's, like, putting it in the pie and getting all creepy and stuff. And ever since then, my entire YouTube feed is just filled with Scary Movie clips. Like, just nonstop. Yeah, wild stuff. He probably ties his hand to the bell. That's true. Maybe he does. That would definitely help. But then that would be cutting off circulation in his wrist, probably, I would imagine, if he's like that for a while. Warpstone does crazy things. Yeah, it's like one of those criminals who's like all hopped up on drugs who just has like superhuman strength. I mean, that's basically the Skaven in a nutshell, right? Yeah. Is Scaven secretly the Florida Man faction? Is that the Scaven? All right, so the Grey Seer are going to be moving up. Take my hand, child, take my hand. Oh, don't get me going on the scary movie quotes, don't. Have you seen Shaolin Soccer? Of course I have. And Kung Fu Hustle, I love those movies. Those movies are awesome. Yeah, Evil Dead's amazing too. Yep. All right, so the Tzeentch demons, or the demons of chaos with hints of corn. There is Karanak in the bushes somewhere, and looks like he's going to be hunting down the Skaven Lord. So in the trees, we can see Karanak here. He is an extra good doggo, and looks like he's going to be trying to hunt down the old Rados. Yeah, he's going to be looking for that Grey Seer. The Grey Seer does have some Storm Vermin nearby, so if you can stand on top of the Storm Vermin blob, you should be safe against Karanak. You know? Warstone, yeah, it is. It is for sure. Yeah, it is indeed. All right, guys. So Objective 2 belongs to the demons. Objective 3 is going to be taken by the demons. Flamaster are going to be grabbing it with some Nurglings. The rats are going to be moving up, and we do see a little bit of fighting on this side as the Gutter Runners with Poison are going to be throwing their Ninja Stars. Ninja Stars will do okay damage against Nurglings. Nurglings don't really have any armor or anything. They have, yeah, actually 0 armor, geez. So the Ninja Stars will do work, and we're going to be seeing Ogres moving in to punch them in the face. Nurglings will apply poison and tank for some time, and there's a little bit dodgy, actually, for the Skaven, because if Flamaster is paying attention, what you'd want to be doing right here is grab this unit here, this unit, and then shoot into the Rat Ogres right there. That was like a massive chode right there. Jeez, look at that thing. But, yeah, you want to shoot into the Rat Ogres and wear those bad boys down. Now, the Rats are going to be advancing up on all fronts. Storm Vermin are not shielded, so despite having 90 armor, this is going to be a pretty horrific trade for them. Getting blasted, they're already down to about half health. And they're running for the hills now, so I don't know why he's turning and running. At that point, you might as well just engage against those blues. And more rats going to be flanking around the outside. A massive rainbow firepower coming in here from the Demons of Chaos, shooting into the Storm Vermin and the very elite units. And value trading is reasonably equal at this point. Do we see the dreaded 13 spell being used? I thought I heard the bell tolling, but not the case. On the backside, Skaven Slave Slingers going to be throwing into the pink horrors, and here we have the Ogres overextending a little bit and being taken down by the pinks, as well as the Nurglings. And Gutter Runners trying to provide a little bit of support, but I don't know if it's going to be enough. The Rats do manage to control Objective 1 during the course of that conflict. As far as the other objectives go, Objective Dose, firmly controlled by the Demons. And now we're seeing the Shrieking Skyrays being called in, obviously a counterattack against the Rat Ogres. And, okay, this is actually really scary. Hardcore sniping build, right? So you have the Prey of the Blood God, and then you also have the Gaze from Zarevik, which is going to be a double snare ability on the Grey Seer, which is really brutal. And where is Karavik, by the way? Okay, Karanak needs to be microed a little bit better. He needs to come through here and start attacking this Grey Seer. He's trapped up on the Skaven Slave Slingers, which is about as cost ineffective as you could possibly get. But if the Skaven Lord gets sniped here, I would feel pretty comfortable calling a GG that early on. Skaven are not a faction that do very well without a Lord. I mean, unless everything else in the battlefield is kind of going badly for the Demons of Chaos. But yeah, we see the Grey Seer getting absolutely hunted down. Some Furies coming in to help as well. Rat Ogre's going to be peeling off Karanak and buying a little bit of time. But yeah, it was very clear that this build was going to be trying to snipe you. And if you're a Skaven against Demons, you definitely want to bring the Howling Warpgale to try and keep flying units from getting on your Lords and killing them against like demonic factions that have big flying scary monsters. So the Grey Seer does rally, but is he going to be getting any milk? I don't think so. In the back we do see Stormvermin and Halberds coming in, but I don't know if that's going to be enough. Karanak is hot on their tail, but aside from that, it does look like the Rats are actually winning a lot of engagements. Here we see the Chromatic Abominations crumbling, the Stormvermin have engaged, and yeah, the Rats are value trading very well outside of their Lord. So if the Grey Seer can stabilize, right? So if the Grey Seer manages to get to the bushes here and just kind of sit and hide for the rest of the game, and then just maybe cast a spell occasionally from out of the tree line, maybe the Skaven can still win this game. But if that Skaven Lord does go down, I think it's going to be a little bit too problematic for them to come back. Because, you know, Skaven are value trading very well. 55 against 34. We do see an Unsummon going down, so he's going to be sending the Clan Rats back to the pits. Gaze of Fate is active, so that is a snare. And, yeah, he is probably not going to come back. We see the big demon chasing. This is why you always want to have one Rattling Gunner in reserve, too. You just call it, like, Teethbreakers, and you just, like, mow down this chicken when he's trying to chase your Lord. So you call out Teethbreakers right here and mow down this filthy chicken as it does try and chase and snipe your Grey Seer. So it looks like he rolled the Tzeentch army ability as far as his Prince goes. Rat Ogres get in, get a nice engagement against the Feathered Prince, immediately start to do big damage. The Grey Seer's hanging in there, 173 HP. This little rat is going to be rolling to the edge of the battlefield, blasting Limp Biscuit straight from those speakers. Feathered Prince takes about 700-800 damage there, and we do see some Gutter Runners coming in, throwing nice Ninja Stars. And Karanak is also surrounded by Storm Vermin as well as Ogres. And if he gets caught up in that tree, that could be the end of Karanak. So if the Grey Seer were to trade himself for one of these big expensive monsters, it wouldn't be the worst. We do see them running away now. Looking at the rest of the battlefield, Skaven are firmly holding on to objective 1. Nothing really threatening that. On the far side objective, we do see some clan rats going for that point as well. So Toxic Cow, despite getting his Lord sniped, his little Vermintide is trading very well elsewhere on the battlefield. Although we do see Demonettes of Slaanesh. Interesting choice. I didn't think they'd be good against Skaven, but you know, you live and you learn. On the backside, Karanak and the Feathered Prince going to be getting hunted by the Gutter Runners. Gutter Runners very good against these type of demons. They can basically just kite them, take minimal casualties, and continue peppering them down. Another Gutter Runner called in. Maybe going to be able to punish the Feathered Prince as well as Karanak. Karanak is sitting at 1300 HP, so he's having a terrible time of it. And potentially going to be crumbling and dying here. He's at 700 HP, -4. Is he going to stabilize? He barely stabilizes at 8 leadership. Skaven Slave Slingers getting in there. More slings on the way. He takes a lot of damage there. I'm surprised he's not crumbling, but like he's basically out of the picture right now. But Skaven leadership is a big problem, right? Now that the Lord is broken, you're seeing a mass exodus of Skaven units that otherwise might be fighting, right? So that's a lot of stopping power that's going to be lost. If you're Toxic Cow, probably your best bet is to wait and resummon your Skaven Lord. So let him rebuild, because you can't instantly resummon Lords. When they die, they go back to your pool, and there's a long period of time where they have to recharge and heal all their health, and then you can resummon them. So it's a big, risky investment, but I think that's really the best play for this Skaven here at this point. So Storm Vermin are moving up. We do see Karanak, the Feathered Prince, as well as the Doggo hiding in the trees, and they're really probably not going to be too much of a game maker at this point. They're just going to kind of hide, I would imagine. Ogre's punching these pinks in the face. Other pinks are still online. Those are the Sour Guts, so certainly going to want to get something into those. Storm Vermin in a hard fight. They don't want to be fighting Demonettes. Demonettes are really good against Storm Vermin. They have huge armor piercing, so definitely can rip these little stinky rats apart. But there are a lot of Slingers supporting, so the Gutter Runners and Night Runners and Slingers are able to melt a lot of the Demonettes, so they are going back and forth in that regard. Now, Objective 1 belongs to the Rats. Rats are down on points by about 200 here. Over on the far side objective, we do see the Demons moving in with some Nurglings and some Pinks. The Clan Rats will be able to fight them for a while, although with their Lord being dead, maybe not. And the Grey Seer is back. He didn't hear no bell, baby. He's back in business, and suddenly that big sniping effort from Flamaster probably isn't seeming so worth it. A lot of firepower coming in here. We do see the Rats poking away. Demons were getting out-traded on pretty much every front except the Lord front, it kind of looked like. And this peppering fire from all these like Slingers is just paying huge dividends, man. It is adding up, and those Demons, just with their lack of armor, really going to be suffering super hard. I've always been a bit of a Plague Bearer enjoyer in this matchup. So, Objective 1 is still owned by the Rats. It looks like they dealt with some Nurglings that were going to be trying to ninja that one. Objective 2 is owned by the Demons of Chaos, but for how much longer? Storm Vermin's still holding. What absolute Chad Rats. These guys are getting in there. As I look, one of them's like flying through the air and yelling, which is classic. But they should be able to hold back the Nurglings for a moment longer, although they're very close to breaking. But Ogre's coming in to help. That's going to be punching through. The Feathered Prince is going for it again. This is very ballsy from the Demons of Chaos, and I think potentially a bit of a mistake. There's literally just mass range units around here, and they're going to be able to turn around with good micro. Toxic Cows should be able to potentially kill Zarevek or bring him very low. We see him going for the kill a second time around. Sour Guts are on their way in to provide a little bit of support. And we do see the Unholy Clamor is activated, so that's going to be buffing Skaven leadership across the map. But unfortunately for the Skaven, Flamaster was able to get objective number 3 out here, so that point was taken. We do see the Chromatic Abominations and the Nurglings getting that point pretty comfortably. And the Feathered Prince is now down to about 1400 HP, and I love hearing the bell ring. It is so thematic, so certainly cool stuff. Nice pink fire there. Melted those Gutter Runners, a lot of wavering leadership. The Sour Guts, of course, when they do die, they explode, so that's going to be doing some nice damage to the Rats there. We get the Guando Rats coming in, so the Ixtra's Triads. They will not be like excellent against these units, but still maybe able to take down the Fury, considering the Fury's at half health. And the Rats look like they're going to be getting Objective 2. Objective 1 belongs here to the forces of Toxic Cow. And Objective 2 belongs to the Rats soon, maybe? Although there are, yeah, if he gets a Storm Vermin back on the point. I don't think that, now they're on the objective. Okay, so that pretty much means that the Rats are going to get it. Ogres are going to be coming in, punching these guys in the face. Furies aren't going to be able to stop them. Furies are probably going to be bouncing off the armor of these Storm Vermin. And, yeah, I mean, they'll get a little bit of work done, but not too much. So trying to snipe the Skaven Lord again. The Grey Seer gets focused by Blue Fire. Karanak is, I believe, hiding in the bushes somewhere. We don't know where the corn dog is. He's out there playing with his corn dog, I would imagine. Yeah, I think the Rats are starting to take this game over with the double objective capture, and we see a lot more Rats on the battlefield, which of course is usually the case, but there's a lot of Rats coming here. A big legion of them. Definitely a little bit of housekeeping needs to be done for the Skaven, like unsummoning all these really beat up units to get them back in your pool is going to be probably a very, very essential play. So moving on up are the Grey Seers, or the Grey Seer. We see the demonic infantry starting to crumble here. A couple pinks coming in, but what do the demons really have? They don't really have anything. It just looks like Karavik at 1%. The Courage, the Cowardly Dog, hiding in the trees somewhere, and the housekeeping is done, so he does unsummon all of those units right there. And now Toxic Cow's going to be moving up with the Clan Rats, heading towards Objective 2, which is certainly, you know, not a bad idea. But, yeah, he's going to be stealing Objective 3. Probably wouldn't be a bad idea to loosely reinforce that. The dreaded 13th spell going down. They come from the depths. And the Rats emerge. The 13th toll of the bell is going to be the end of the Chromatic Abominations as they get melted, not only by the eruption from the earth, but also by the attacks from the Storm Vermin. And I think that's GG well played. So it looks like I'm going to be playing the Skaven. And apparently the Skaven have been dominating the vampire counts this season. So I'm not sure how they do that. But we're going to find out here today, I am sure. So the Rats are living. They're scrapping. Yes, they are. They're hanging in there like absolute champs. So Zarevek, the Feathered Prince, going to be cackling about. He's looking for another sniping opportunity. But I think Flamaster has to know the game's over. He's down in value. And also the game doesn't track crumbling damage. And there's been a lot of that. So you see they're pretty much like what's left. Like this. Zarevek, and that's it. He literally has 2 units left. And I think Karanek is in the bushes back here. Is he? Or no, it's just a shattered unit. So, yeah, a couple Furies, I guess. Definitely not going to be enough. Feathered Prince going for the double KO. That is a triple cap, ladies and gentlemen. The Rats are going to be quickly passing the Demons of Chaos in the score. We're going to be seeing the little stinky rat people climbing there. Pink Fire going down, roasting a lot of the Rats. But overall, Graciers do have 100 armor, so they're, you know, reasonably durable units. If that big bird decides to land, it's going to be vulnerable to a charge from the Pit Fighters. The Pit Fighters should countercharge. They could probably bring this guy down to about 500 HP from the impact charges. We're going to see if he gives the order. Doesn't look like it. Just going to be using the Gracier to fight it. And yep, here comes the order. So they're going to be charging in. We see Zarevek at negative 19. He's going to be crumbling back to the warp with Yi. Unstable binding. A lot of HP damage is going to be going down. And the Feathered Prince is going to be falling before the might of the Horned Rat. So there he goes. Oh, dude, he just did the anime death. He like planted his hand on the ground. Yeah, crazy stuff. GG. Yeah, sometimes if you go too hard on sniping, the rest of your army can falter, especially in domination mode. That's more of a problem. But yeah, GG, well played, fun match. And now we have our opponent. We're going to be playing the Toxic Cow. How'd they do? 2,000. Yeah, Karanek is like 1,700, and he only cost 500, right? Or he only got 500 value, excuse me. So overall, that wasn't great. For the Skaven, yeah, their slingers carried. They all did really good. Even the Stormvermin, 1,800 value in one of them. Not bad at all. All right. So let's host this. We're going to invite the cow. And we're going to see what map we're on. So where's Cow Z? All right, all right. And the winner of this is going to go on to play Khorne. The Khorne player who defeated me, crushed me earlier, actually. So it'll give me a chance to go back to the drawing board on Vampire Counts vs. Khorne, which I'm excited about if I do get there. And for this map, we are on... So this map is round what? So that was round 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're on round 5 map now, which is going to be the Edge of the Darkwood. So fairly big open map. The Edge of the Darkwood. Yes. GG to the Rats. They did it. And let's get our army blocker up. And we're going to start working on our army here. All right, where are we at? Where's Wookiee Claw? Cool. Yeah, the Demon Prince looks really cool. He does. Yeah. Karanek got killed by 1,000 pebbles. It's true, he did. Okay, we're up. And on the top side, Hitman Hippo awaits atop his throne of skulls in the grand finals. And he's going to face the winner of the bottom side. We're going to see who that's going to be. Should be quite a bit of fun. All right, all right. So the Skaven are not here yet, but we know it's the Skaven. So against the little rat people, we have some loose ideas of what we want to do. Yeah. The lore choice is interesting here. Like, I'm not sure how to approach this. Flensing Rune is something you often see. Vlad the Chad is pretty disruptive. He does cause terror, and he's like a foot-based character, so he's very, very hard to snipe. I can't help but think Vlad is going to be a pretty good choice. Although he does lack the mobility, so sometimes, you know, you can struggle on flank engagements and things like that. Yes. Skaven have enough magic damage, I think. I think they do. It's going to be a fun one. So we're going to get you and do a little bit of creepiness. I think we got to creep, if you know what I'm saying. Okay. I'm loving the build so far. I think it's coming together. The black coach on paper should be good here, but unfortunately it's not. Okay, let's pause this. It's hard to pick up who to cheer for in this one. I know, they're both, like, Vampire Counts, and it's so weird saying that, but Vampire Counts are definitely kind of an underdog faction these days. Yeah, rats. I mean, I don't really want to snipe. I just want to kind of trade across the board and see what we can get done there. Yeah. Ghouls, crypt ghouls are probably pretty solid. I think Vargheists are probably overkill here, but they're pretty okay to maybe have like one of, I think. Maybe two tops. You're going to want a lot of Fellbats. Fellbats are amazing in this matchup, so you just keep them in reserve. And if your opponent has weapons teams, you just call in a bunch of Fellbats. Probably you get some corpse cards. I think just like an unholy lodestone for the middle fight is going to be pretty good. So now I need to figure out what Vampire Lord I want to get. Vlad the Chad is good. Manfred von Baldstein is nice. You can get a lot of Winds of Magic. What are some of the other Vampire Lord options? We have all the different bloodlines. Yeah, you definitely don't need... what does the Necrarch one even do? Yeah, he's got like some weird spells. He's got like Purple Sun and stuff. Strigoi is always cool as hell. He's got the old Pimp Claws, and he can get in there. Yeah, he's got the Claws of Morcane as well as the Ghoul King of Oshoron. So he like legit just does not even need healing, which is pretty rad. Yeah, he summons Crypt Ghouls, which are good against rats. Doom of Darkness is never a bad spell. We can go a little bit hard in the paint and bring those. But man, he's expensive too if I bring all that. I don't know how I feel about the Ghoul King. On foot, he's kind of squishy too, though. Like, having armor against Skaven isn't a bad thing. That's why, like, I almost think Vlad is the way. Yeah, I almost think Chad von Karstein might be good, but what can rats even do against him? They probably just ignore him, to be completely honest. All right, so let's do that. And from here, definitely want all those. Could probably cut that. Yeah, that's the one that heals him. You definitely don't need the Von Karstein ring. That would be kind of a silly choice. Yeah, Skeleton Spears will get it done. Now, as far as the other units go, I think we bring a couple of these. Blood Knights in this matchup are kind of an interesting idea. They definitely, what can they wreck? Yeah, Ogres. The shock damage is not meaningless against a lot of the rats. Bring these guys. I think we're okay. Like, are rat ogres even that problematic? I don't really think so. I do not think so. Okay, let's get two of these. Got one of those and get these. As far as Graveguard goes, Graveguard can cut through a lot of stinky rats. That is something they do very, very well. So I think, let's get them. And I think we're about ready to go lose this. Let's get it, man. Let's go hard. Potion of Strength. That'd be fun. All right. Good luck, have fun to my opponent. Let's see how this goes. I think I want to upgrade one of my zombies to the Tithe to make sure my opponent has no chance in this game. And let's have some fun. Karstein Lord on foot with Flock is pretty good. Yeah, that does actually seem like a decent idea. Seems like a decent idea. But I have my other forbidden fruits here. Yes, rise, my champion. Get them, my pretties. Okay, is there any last minute changes I want to make to the builds? Don't think so. I don't think so. All right, good luck, have fun, man. Let's see what Toxic Cows has got. Let's see here. I did. My opponent said, I hope you enjoyed the dirty rat action. I enjoyed the hell out of it. I think we all did. Oh, let's change our banner, by the way. Who do we want to play as? Yeah, we have so many cool banners with vampire counts. What are we doing? Just being lame? There we are. The Tithe. Shiver me timbers. That's right. Be afraid of it, dude. The most OP zombie unit in the game. What does it even do? If we're looking at it. Oh, the Tithe has 3,000 more HP, actually. And also has 20% Phys Res. And, of course, a much better stat line. And it has 15 armor. Huh. But it's also like, you know, I feel like just getting 2 zombies would be better than just the Tithe, but yeah. It's going to be a stinky battle for sure. There's going to be a lot of smelly rats and undead fighting here. And you know the undead probably smell terrible, so. Although it depends on how old, like, how decrepit they are, right? Like, the really old Barrow Whites probably don't have as much of a stench as, like, you know, like a fresh zombie or something, you know? Would be my guess. And man, I really do want to start a Vampire Count army in tabletop because the models are all there. You know, like Games Workshop. Have you seen the Age of Sigmar models? Are perfect for Old World. They're basically just remakes of the Old World models, right? Yeah, let's look through some of them. All right, so we're gonna go peek real quick while we wait for my opponent. He's taking his time here. No worries. Yeah, you can see the White King on a skeleton. They have so many cool vampire models. Here's the Direwolves. A bunch of different vampire lords to choose from too, which is cool. Here's like a vampire mid-transformation. Blood Knights look sick. Here's the Deadwalker zombies, Death Rattle skeletons, Vampire Lord, Mortis Engine, Lord on a dragon. Here's some old school ones, Necromancers, yeah. Then you got Manfred, Neferata, Mortis Engine, Nagash, Corpse Carts. Yeah, they freaking rule. Yeah, they look really good. The starter box is pretty cost effective too. Like for Old World, if you were to get like this, I mean, I know it's not cheap, but like this is like a decent starting army as well. If you get this plus like a Necromancer and another box of skeletons, you have like a decent little, 1,000-point army going. Coast and Nurgle are tops. Yeah, Nurgle's definitely the stinkiest. Yeah. The new Blood Knights are really good actually, and they're pretty easy to paint, honestly. You can just spray paint them whatever color you want, and then just dry brush them and do a little bit more detail work there. Are Sylvanian crossbowmen allowed in multiplayer? No, they're not. No. That's only for campaign dudeness, yeah. Isn't Nagash a Tomb King? Well, yeah, but so is Vlad. Vlad was originally a Tomb King as well. He came from Nehekara, so. I mean, the vampires were basically spawned by the tomb by Nagash, right? Or was it Neferata? I don't exactly remember where the curse started, but I know that it all basically originally came from the Tomb Kings. Not like the good Tomb Kings, but Arkan and Nagash and all those evil folk. The doggo's still on the screen. Thank you. Yeah, I still see him there. Thanks, Wookie. All right, so if we could win this, we get to the semifinals, which is pretty cool. I'd be very happy with that, considering I don't really know how to play counts. But we're learning a lot today. We're learning the power of Hex Race in some matchups. Definitely need to figure out how to play against Khorne, because man, oh man, that was brutal. Wookie's still there? No, Wookie's good now. He's chilling. He's a good dog. Good Wookie. All right, here we are. So we're gonna do a little fun action here. Yes, perfect. And let's get you guys up like so. Oh, I forgot a corpse cart, damn it. I knew I was forgetting something. The Tithe is going to go hold our back objective like an absolute Chad. So he's just going to go hold that with a spear unit. And we're going to put him in group 7. They're going to go do that happily. We got skeleton spears, which are a good holding unit. They just allow you to kind of do your thing. Let's get the White Kings in there. Chad von Karstein is going to be leading the charge. I think he could fight death. Oh no, I didn't forget a corpse guard. Okay, I'm not a complete idiot. All right, and then we got this guy ready too. All right, let's freaking do it, man. And let's go party. All right, that's a lot of rats, as expected. We're gonna move you guys up and then get you guys out there to go get this. Oh, did I not bring any dogs against him? What am I doing? Oh my god, dire doggies are like the best thing. Well, I guess we have Black Knights. Okay, we're doing something cooler. I can't believe I didn't bring dire wolves. I knew something felt like it was missing there, Something felt off. Okay, that's a very quick response with that Doomflare. But, my guys will get them pretty good, potentially. I was like looking for that there. I didn't see it, but yeah, it feels bad. All right, so we're gonna get this. We're gonna grab this initially. And we got our mobility coming in. So if he charges us, we should get the kill, potentially, if he wants to play that game. Yeah, right. And now we can go ahead and get the Black Knights coming out because they're awesome and they can move over there. We got Doomflayers there. Not too worried about it. Okay, great. So we get his back objective. We're going to go chill in the trees now. Yeah, no dogs to nibble on the rats. Well, it's not a big deal as long as he doesn't bring weapons teams because that's what we really want to deal with those guys, right? Okay, so we're just going to literally chill here and hold his back objective for as long as possible. Black Knight's going to come over here. So we have mass. He went with the flayers, which is what I expected. But we also see Plague Monks. Plague Monks shouldn't be too problematic to kill, I don't think. Yeah, so I think we'll be fine. Let's get the Feasters and the Dust back. All right. And we need to get some Cryptors as well. Otherwise, the flayers are going to be very tough. Although, if the flayers get tied up in our infantry game, they're not going to be super good. So, yeah, I'm feeling confident. We just need to get that middle objective. And then we will be chilling like a villain. All right, so all's good on the front over there. And aside from this, let's call in some Crypt Horrors. Let's get some big heavy hitters to help deal with the flares. We got these flares chilling out there. Although they might actually defeat our cav, because flares are strangely good against cav units, so I'm going to kind of hang out here and see what we can get done. All right, let's get you guys going here, you guys going here, and then you guys can go charge here. I'm gonna see if he's paying attention. If he's not, then we can maybe get a freebie there. Surprised he hasn't gotten that middle objective yet. Oh, okay, so we actually have some Eshin Triads over there. Cool. Well, if the ghouls can get on them, that's gonna be fat. All right, so how are we looking here? We are gonna hide back here. Okay, he screwed up. Yeah, he was probably microing elsewhere and didn't notice. But we do get the Hex Race right onto their ideal target, which is pretty freaking good and tasty. As far as this goes, let's get some Skeleton Spears waddling up there to deal with them. Great fight for us on this side. And now we're going to go ahead and get you guys going here, and you guys can go here. Let's get you spears out there to go deal with those. And hopefully we can just overwhelm this position here. We're going to go ahead and see. All right, more Crypt Horrors on the way, and let's get these Black Knights heading up to deal with these. Test his micro a little bit, see how he's doing. And Scab Scrathen, let's do that. And let's get the other one to go here. Do a little bit of this. Cool. All right. So the Hex Race are doing the work of the gods. Potentially going to get a Flayer offline right away, which feels really, really good. And on the other side, how are the Black Knights doing? Have they caught those Flayers? Not yet, but they will. And now we can engage in the front. We have stolen that objective. Let's get the Crypt Horrors going there too. Get Spears coming up. Vlad and company need to get on top of those. All right, great. So we did manage to punish one Flayer. I want to get them fully off the battlefield. That would be the ideal situation. We're going to pull these guys back. We're going to keep chasing these Flayers down. You know, I can't afford to lose this expensive unit though. Okay, so he's going to do something nasty here. It's all zombies and skeletons, but, you know, still, it's pretty good. But we'll be able to take it like champs. We do have a Winds of Death. I don't know if it's worth doing at this point, but we got our Corpse Cart. And let's move you skeletons up. How are we looking over here? Bit of an overextension into some dangerous units, so let's pull back this way. And let's get these Hex Race bound and start sweeping through some of the trash in the backfield. So, okay, on the far side, we probably want to get some Vargeist and bring them over here to make sure we don't lose this. We have the triple cap on our opponent, which is great. We're going to hide you ghouls in the trees, see if he wants to forget about them. And, yeah, we got those guys surrounded. Vlad the Chad. Yeah, like that, even though that looked devastating for us, that was literally probably like, I don't know, like 300 gold, you know, like worth of damage he did, like if even. So, feels pretty good. Crypt Horrors should be able to take down those bad boys. We do get one of those down. Black Knights are going to chill out. We can actually have them come over here and help out. And Vlad the Chad, these are just a summon, right? So we don't want to get too crazy with that. We want to keep you moving. Let's do an invo on these guys and just keep them hustling back this way. So let's see if we can push through. Maybe we can. Vargeist are near, so they can go get these flares. Let's get these guys back here. And then as far as this objective goes, we want to be hiding in the trees. Okay, so we got our Hex Race out. The Black Knights provided a little bit of screening. And Vlad the Chad and company are just grinding it out. Looking great. We probably... Oh, this is a... Oh, man. Oh. Are you guys ready to see some bread buttered right now, or what? Oh, God. This is going to be the most erect thing ever if he's not paying attention. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Oh. Those were Plague Monks, too, by the way. Those weren't, like, crappy units, you know? Oh, God. So good and tasty. Let's route those Eshin Triads off real quick. All right, so we just, like, broke his back there. That was, like, a pretty brutal situation. Let's get you guys chilling, and next we're going to be calling in some more Black Knights and just have them ride up and run these guys down. And, all right. So Vlad and company are hanging out pretty well in the middle. We do have the Children of the Night very much alive there. Let's pull them back because we don't want them to be fighting Plague Monks quite yet. Yeah, and on the backside, we've cleaned up most of the scraps over here. So let's pull you guys over the top to support in this fight. See if they can get a nice rear charge here. Vargeist can come over and hopefully flank some of those guys. White Kings, I need to wait for some Scab Scrathe opportunities because he's not really bunched up. Do we have an invo? Let's get a big invo right here. Just heal all these boys up that are fighting here. Get the skeletons in, and let's get you guys charging the ogres. Hex Ray should be pretty good against those. And there we are. So maybe even a Sternsman pick at this point. Are these guys broken? Is this player broken yet? No, it is not. Okay. So I can call in Fell Bats. I think we just play the long game now. Just call in... Yeah, let's just get some of the spooky units. They're going to be fine. We need infantry here. We're getting a little bit light. All right, so now we have some anti-infantry tech, like I said. Although these are summons, yeah, so I don't want to be wasting anything on them. And let's charge into these ogres. Probably breaks their leadership, to be honest. And he thinks he's going to get this objective, but we have the Haggard Rats hiding there. And not rats, but our own Skaven, the ghouls. And we move out this way. All right, cool. So middle objective starting to flip for him. I think we win this fight over on the flank pretty decisively here. Yeah, we terror out those. Dude, Hex Race, I'm telling you, man. My new favorite unit from the vampires. They're so awesome. Yeah, so we got spooky units coming up. We do manage to get the Black Knights to take down the Doom Flayers. So it's a good thing I was expecting the Doom Flayers, because otherwise that could have been very problematic. Do we get like the long game zombie push in case it goes long? Yeah. It's only 400 gold, and it's a lot of weight on that back point. So we're going to start waddling them there. Let's call you guys over the top. We're just killing all of his skirmishers here. Let's get you in there. You in here. Vlad the Chad and company are still causing a ton of havoc. Scabscraith, yes. So we're going to Scabscraith you, and we're going to go ahead and Scabscraith you guys as well, like that. Looking good. We got the dreaded corpse cart. I don't know what it's going to find, but yeah, we managed to break the ogres, or at least most of them. Yeah, let's just run down the reinforcements, right? That feels like that is the play to make. Let's go here. Have you guys jump on those spears there. He does have the middle, which is unfortunate. These are going to be what? These are Death Runners or Plague Monks? Plague Monks don't do magic damage, so I'm thinking we can win that fight. Maybe. Let's get a Crypt Ghoul coming out too. All right, so the Crypt Ghoul's going to move. How are we looking on the back objective? Still pretty good. Unfortunately, we ran too far away like a noob. And we need to get back on the middle now and reclaim that if we can. Yeah, those Hex Race are just rampaging, man. They're causing so much havoc in his army. Flayers are coming in. We do have the Cairn Race. I think they're winning. And we're going to need some like infantry here. Let's get more skeleton spears coming on up. They're going to get there eventually. Ghouls are on their way back to that point. He's going for it now. Here's the thing, though. I win on one objective, right? Like, pretty convincingly. So we're just going to kind of keep heading off his reinforcements here. Yeah, looks like we win that. Scorch going down, so it's going to be very good. Let's go ahead and run away with these guys if we can. Use their speed to disengage here. Big blockade going down over there. The Tithe is OP. No wonder he hasn't tried for the back objective. Homeboy saw the Tithe, and he's like, dude, I have no chance of getting that. All right. So let's do this. Let's go up that way. Back point, how are we looking? The ghouls should be able to beat those clan rats. And now we got Vlad the Chat on this point. And did our spooky ghosts get away? They did. Nice. So I can invo them. So I'm going to pull them around the side, invo those bad boys, and then we're in good shape. All right. So we're going to do this. We're going to pull Vlad the Chat over there. Friggin' Hex Race, dude. He's like, it's occupying his entire army. It's like, I'm happy to leave them there, right? Rats are going to lose that fight. We have a million zombies heading to the back point, which should be good. Vargeist on the back point would be good to make sure we can hold that. Although, a little bit precarious over here, isn't it? Okay. So let's get the Crypt Ghouls, or Crypt Horrors, move them that way. Do we have Scabscraiths? We do, but like his position here is kind of weird. I think it's mostly summons, but might as well just get rid of him quick. Yep, summons, and let's get the ghouls in there, and now we got the middle point. His whole army's still battling those bad boys back there as well, and it looks like he's re-secured his back objective, so we're just going to kind of hang out in the trees with the zombies, which is going to be very funny, and we'll do some sneaky. Okay, maybe the Tithe wasn't as OP as I thought. Let's see if the Fellbats can get in and rout them off the objective before they get it. They probably won't be able to, unfortunately. It's got to be the dreaded 13th again, and we have another Winds of Death. Are these Scaven Slave Slingers? They are. So we're going to just drop a zombie summon. We could even just hold on to the middle too, right? It's whatever, you know, that's an option for us. All right, zombies, into the trees you go. Fellbats are cruising over, and maybe they'll be able to buy us time. Let's see if they can rout these guys off. Okay, Tithe is OP, actually. Look at that, dude. Holding back the Doom Flare with its 15,000 HP. All right, let's go get those Night Runners. We got a couple spears arriving, so feeling pretty comfortable. Zombie summon is in good shape. And yeah, you guys just hang on to the middle objective, I guess. Let's take you off the lock so they fight a little bit better. He's going all in on my back objective, which is going to be a little bit hard, probably, especially if I get some Cairn Race over there, because they cause terror, so that'll rout off a lot of the low-health rats. As far as this point goes, I think, do we zombie push it? Yeah, why not? Let's just get the zombies in there to have some fun, and we can go ahead and do a little Winds of Death. You guys want to, have you ever been to a bowling alley? We're going to go bowling here today, guys. Oh, yeah. Oh, yes. Give it to me. It wasn't overcasted, so it was kind of underwhelming, but still pretty good. All right. So I'm up on value by a bit. You know, I think I have time to work with here. Let's call in another Fellbat. Let's do this and get them over there. Crypt Ghouls are running interference on his troops, and we're probably going to get some routes here in a minute. Middle objective we're hanging on to. It's a little bit scary, actually, but like all we need to do is hold on to an objective for like a moment. And we will drop a summon here. Vlad causes terror too, right? So he terror outs all those bad boys. Gotta love it. Back point, how are we looking? Yeah, let's get behind them and try and get a big rout. And when the Cairn Race get here, he probably mass terror outs. Cairn Race are awesome. Zombie Nation, baby. Yeah, the zombies are trying. They're trying to steal that point. All right. How are they looking back here? Oh, they're on the point. Don't underestimate the Legion of Zombies, man. It's on some of you guys, I guess, although they're crumbling, so I can't. Yep, GG, well played. All right. The tithe demand the troll toll be paid, and it was paid. Yes. Zombie. You guys singing the zombie song? Yeah. So White Kings were Chads. They took care of the Plague Monks pretty well. Vlad was a beast. My favorite MVP, though, was the Cav units and the back pressure play. Because they were able to counter Doom players really effectively, which I loved. All right. Yeah, always tough. He said the characters were tough, and I'm like, bro, you need to get Death Hamster. Get the Killer Hamster. All right. Okay. Let's do this. And have some fun. Yes, the rats have fallen, but they were valiant rats. And now it's time for me to go get annihilated again by Khorne. I really need to go back to the drawing board on this. Because that last game was an absolute, like, I don't know how to play against Khorne with vampires yet. I think that's like a niche, a skill that is very forbidden. I need to figure it out. We're up again. All right. Yeah, Deathmaster would have been kind of scary for me there, actually. Would have been a little bit scary. Okay, so let's report that. We're bringing the old win rate up. Report your previous game. Outstanding. Yeah, if I bring the tithe, I should be fine, right? What map are we on? We are on the Imperial Road. Imperial Road, which is a cool map. Alright, so what the hell do I do against friggin' Khorne? I don't know, man. I have no idea. I mean, the Mortis engine feels like it's a must. But, yeah. Gotta figure this one out. So let's go ahead and get the Wookiee Claw up here. And wait for my opponent. I told my Khorne opponent, I said I'm ready for my punishment. I'm ready for it. Come, put an end to my vampiric tyranny. So if I win this, I go to the grand finals, which would be pretty damn cool. I'd be stoked to get there with vampire counts. Yeah. Let's see here. Did we do this? Are we getting extra forbidden here? Are we getting extra evil? All right. So that looks good. What does this ability even do? Oh, okay. That's probably not very good. I'm reading everything here. All right. Hexrace, considering they bypass physical, but Hexrace are so weak against magic, against like Hounds and Furies that get ripped to shreds. So I think that's not a good idea. Yeah, I think it's a bad idea. To be completely honest with you. All right. We definitely need some of those. Okay. It could be time for this. We'll have to see. Checking here. And Mortis engine. Yeah, I think I learned a lot of what is good and not in this respective matchup. That is for damn sure. Okay, so we got the spells we need here, and then we're gonna get you as well. Okay. So we'll take that. Don't need this. We'll take this. All right. So that looks okay so far. The Graveguard halberds will be helpful, 100%. They're not going to be useless at all. Okay, so that is too many. Really that limited here? I guess so, huh? All right, so probably don't need any of these spells then. He's just going to be chilling in the back anyways. As far as cav units, I mean, are any cav units even that good here? Against like the Marauders and those kind of pieces? Don't know. Don't know. Yeah, I really, really dislike the Vargeist. I felt like they were the reason I lost, like one of the big reasons. Okay. Alright, so this is a start. The start of the most evil builds. Ghouls sound so strong. No, ghouls are not good here. Khorne has too much killing power and too much armor. It's not a situation for them. Okay. So the Doges, are we going to let the Doges out today? Maybe. Maybe a little bit of Dogen time. Yeah, Black Knights on paper, I mean, could be okay into some of the Khorne units, but definitely not against, like, the Chosen. The Chosen are just going to eviscerate you, but any of, like, the Chaff, those kind of things, they could be nice against, I guess. All right. Vampire Gorillas in this matchup? Probably a little bit vulnerable to the Horsemen, I would suspect. But maybe that is something that's decent, right? Okay. Yeah, that looks good so far. 2 of those bad boys. Is this the time of the Black Coach? Is this when it rises from the ashes? Maybe it is. Why is there still something in front of the video? You mean the screen blocker? It's just blocking my army so my opponent can't see what I'm picking. Yeah. Yes, yes. Not that he would do that, but, you know, just in case he jumps on stream to say hi or something, I don't want him to have to worry about that. Yeah, so the magic damage thing just seems so janky. Yeah, it seems so bad. Like, the Vargeist, I wish they were good here, but man, they just are going to get creamed, I feel. They're going to have a bad time. All Haggard Undead Chariots exclusively. Is that what we're doing? Just mass Undead Chariot memes. Alright, 1, 2. I think that looks good. And so we got those. We have 600 left in our starting army. Probably need to get something decent. Probably 2 skeletons is going to be okay. Yeah, 2 Skeletors. Khorne needs more skulls after all, so that is good for them. Okay. And what else do we want to get? Looking good, looking good. Probably cut those cav units. Don't think they're going to be super useful. You guys want some conquest? Somebody in chat says. Well, don't worry. This Saturday is the big faction war, so we're going to have a huge tournament, which is going to be extra sweaty and very fun. It's going to be a good time for all. You know what? I'm feeling a little crunk. I'm going to try something very unorthodox and see if we can get away with it. I could just lose horribly because of it, but we're going hard. We're going hard in the paint. All right. Let's have some fun. Good luck to my opponent. Let us get it. All right, I think I'm ready. This is a very experimental build. I don't know how good it's going to be, but could potentially be a decent bump and grind situation. Yeah, could be. You know, bringing like one big anti-large monster against them could be decent too, maybe. Not sure. Look, it's Milk and Cookies here. He's here. We're still at it. We're still playing this 10-year-old game here. How long? This game's not been 10 years, obviously. It's been like 8 years, right? Oh my god. I'm about to get wrecked. We're in the semifinals of the tournament, but I don't think it's going to go well. Khorne has been my bane here as I've tried to learn counts. What the hell do you even do? Oh, you don't even have your cool ability? Oh, you don't want that. Get that out of here. There we go. All right, I almost brought something that was really bad. All right, Maverick Sloth. Don't overthink it. You're going to be fine. I believe in you. Hell yeah. Until we meet again. The rat player is a really good sport. He's an absolute Chad. But, yeah. Feels like a decade, I know. Man, they just need to hurry and give us a 40K game. Like, why do they just not want to print money? I mean, understandably, it's going to come, right? Like, at some point, 40K Total War is going to happen. There's no reason. But, you know, if they would hurry, that would be great. You know? If they would hurry, that would be most excellent. It's been a long road getting from here. Dude, don't get me on Star Trek. I'm doing this build for you guys. Now, it could be like an epic heroic victory, or I could just get crushed even harder than I got crushed in the first game. So, we're going to see. We're going to see. You believe in a thing called sloth. I wish I could hit high notes. I can't. When it comes to like singing and that kind of stuff, I can never hit high notes. Like that song by The Darkness, I believe in a thing called love. When he hits that high note, I just never could do it. That song is an insidious mind virus. It is. The Star Trek Enterprise intro song. Yeah. What song has like, I think one of the best like haggard 90s sitcom soundtrack intros is the Chuck Norris Walker Texas Ranger one. You guys remember the Walker Texas Ranger, the intro song? In the eyes of the Ranger. It's so good. When the eyes of the Ranger are upon you. It's so good. Dude, it just takes me back hearing that. All right, so we did a very different build this time. We went pretty heavy duty in the infantry, which we're going to be trying to meet him head on and see if we get wrecked. Don't worry, I got Wookiee Claw. He's good. Okay. And we did go with the Gortys engine, baby. He's here. Helmin Gorst. You guys are stoked for the Gorst. You wanted it. You wanted it, you dirty dogs. All right, so let's get zombie here. A couple zombies in the front to absorb the initial beating. Yeah, Walker. Dude, who doesn't love Walker Texas Ranger? You can't trust anybody who doesn't like Walker Texas Ranger. It's something's wrong. I'm going to get obliterated probably. And he definitely changed his build because he took like 15 minutes to build his army. So he did not just bring the same army he brought last time. Uh-huh. It's Gorsting time, you knew it. You know you wanted Gorst, you dirty dog. You wanted it. Alright, so we have like a couple Black Knights this time, and the idea is that they're going to be able to chase down some of the horsemen and stuff and allow Gorst to shine. He got that late night. Oh, dude, I love Walker. I used to watch it all the time. You guys remember the episode of Walker Texas Ranger where like there's like a Maserati driving like 90 miles per hour at him and he's standing in a driveway and Chuck Norris does like a flying jump kick and goes through the windshield? And just like kicks the driver in the face and suddenly he just like survives it. Chuck Norris just like crawls out of the windshield. Just it's like the corniest thing ever, dude. I love it. Yeah. You know they made a new Walker Texas Ranger. It's probably terrible, but they made it with the guy from Supernatural, Jared Padalecki. It's the guy who plays Sam. It's on the CW, so it's definitely going to be pretty haggard, but I love Supernatural. Supernatural is one of my favorite shows. Okay, let's get these zombies in the control group too. Is it a Lambo? It's a Lamborghini? Okay, it's some sort of a fancy car. Yeah. I don't know. He's doing some big brain thoughts setting up those 10 units he's got there. Some evil schemes. Pone, you watched Walker Texas Ranger. Don't tell me that. We've been friends for so long and now you're springing this on me? That you never have watched Walker Texas Ranger? The new one is a really bad family drama. Oh, you went with the Halberd build. Okay, interesting. Halberd, and did he bring his Chosen of Corn? I don't know why you would cut those. They did so damn good last time. Well, anyways, we're going to get up on this point. Yeah, so no idea how this is going to go. We got a lot of great weapons, and we got some heavy cav. So I'm going to be experimenting with the heavy cav. He does not have magic damage in his build, actually, outside of Valkia, so the big scary cav could actually be decent. And these cav do have anti-infantry too, so I'm hoping they'll be able to do something. Let's get a Cryptor just to protect Helmin Gorst a little bit. These guys are going to chase down the Marauder Horsemen is the plan. He did watch Supernatural, that's true. Yeah, I know that, but I was basically watching Pokemon. Pone, you gotta just pretend you watched Walker, you know? It's the GOAT. Early Walker Texas Ranger was so wholesome and just like inglorious. It was just perfection. Sloughtneer is gonna hurt. We need to stagger our formation. Otherwise we're gonna get Sloughtneered really hard. When the eyes of the Ranger are upon Pone. They're disappointed is what they are, Pone. Yeah, see, we're gonna keep him honest here. I'm a little more awake this time around, so I'm hoping that we can keep him honest with this. You know, just pull back a little bit. Yeah, just keep him on the knights instead of on the valuable assets here. Cryptors are coming. Hopefully the Graveguard are going to be ready to go. These guys are anti-infantry fighters. That's actually not good. Alright. I feel like I don't have a lot of tools to deal with those guys, those characters. So where are them Cryptors at? Okay, they're coming. Yeah. The Graveguard. This is where Graveguard Halberds would be nice. For sure. Alright, let's get you guys going and get the Cryptors coming in. Yeah, we need to get more Cryptors because he's just going to punish me with these large things if I don't. Alright, let's get these Marauders and get the Great Weapons going here. Get the Great Weapons going here. And get the Corpse Cart. Where the hell is that? Okay, it's back here with Helm Gorst. Alright, so we get a nice flank charge there with the Black Knights. So we're going to retreat back now. He calls in the Skull Crushers this time around. But the Great Weapons hopefully will do well. And we got the Cryptors now who can saturate in and help. Let's pull you guys around the back a little bit. Come down under this way. And Helm Gorst is now going to move in. And hopefully we can get that sweet bump and grind going. So probably a Dire Pack call-in on this side would be prudent. Just something like sneaking over here to do a little something. Good. Good. Where are the Cryptors? They are a little bit overextended into Halberds, which we don't need. We can do a Graveguard summon, which is going to be pretty freaking cool. Let's get on these characters. And right now, the throwing weapons are doing a little bit. Nothing too bad. Yeah, we got the Dire Pack coming after him here, so we're going to go ahead and loop around. And we got some big scaries on the way in. Helm Gorst is now draining. So we do have Winds of Death, too. I'm going to need to see what opportunities we have with Winds of Death. Okay, so those guys are moving in. We can pull these zombies out like so. Dire Pack is going to come. And we're going to loop around the top with you and pull you down this way to support a little bit, maybe. Let's get the Graveguard Great Weapons right there. Let's get you chasing over the top. And you Black Knights can wreck those Marauders, which is going to be great. Stroke the Forbidden Rod. And now it's time to use some magic, for sure. We're going to go ahead and do it. Oh, shit, misclick. Oh, I hate when I do that. Yeah, I got a little excited there and paid the Troll Toll. So, let's pull you around the top. That was a terrible cast there. It's unfortunate. We're going to do Magic Animus. And we're going to run away with Helm Gorst. So, yeah, that misclick is going to cost me a bit. It's really unfortunate. We're going to go ahead and summon a unit of Cryptors, too. And we do manage to get on top of one of those units. Outstanding. All right. Oh, it summons a White King. I thought it was... Oh, that's right. That's the other guy. Okay, well, anyways, it's fine. So, Hellman should be able to heal. My opponent should just turn around and attack me there. He has that fight if he wants it. But as far as the Black Knights go in the flank, they're doing pretty good. Hellman is going to keep grinding. We do get a White King summon, which is actually kind of heavy metal, so I'm not going to complain about that. Dire Pack is getting a lot of kills. He should definitely just turn and fight me because his 3 horsemen would have crushed my unit there. All right, so these guys are going to protect Hellman. Hellman's going to heal himself now, so he's just going to heal to make sure he doesn't die. Let's pull these guys down and under, and now we're going to try something a little bit crazy. We're going to get some Blood Knights. All right, so Blood Knights are on the way out. Let's call you guys down and under. Helm Gorst and company are doing much better this time around. So this game and this build, everything is just kind of working better at this point, you know? Everything is working better. So let's move in. He's targeting our Corpse Cart, which is not a huge deal. Hellman needs to move in. And yeah, the Black Knights, having that mobility core to like chase and screen is so nice. Because it's just keeping them honest. And the Blood Knights should be able to hurt these Heralds of Khorne's anger, or whatever the hell they're called. Alright. So just keeping these guys on the back point. We're going to keep stroking the Forbidden Rod. Is he going to come for Helm Gorst is the question. I don't know. But the Blood Knights are going to get a square charge right into the back of his units there, which is going to feel really bad. So let's reform ranks with Hellman. Keep him away from those characters. Magic Animus to get that leadership going. And, oh, that's going to be a nice one there. That's a very good Sleipnir. Very, very good. All right, so he's going after Hellman. Do I have any Cryptors left? I do have some. So we need to get them back to screen here. Although I think we're winning this. It's kind of hard to tell, to be honest. I have a Graveguard summon as well. Those Black Knights are fighting something there, which is honestly probably a good fight for them. Do we want another Mortis Engine? I don't think we need to. All right, let's get in there. Blood Knights are getting the anti-large attacks. We're actually... Okay, so our build adjustment was good. It looks like we're potentially going to get revenge here. It's my first time playing Vampire Counts in a tournament in probably, I don't know, like 4 or 5 months. So we just needed a little bit of time to figure it out. I could still lose this, but it's going a lot better. The value trading is like even, which is not good for him. The one thing I'm wishing is I wish I had more Cryptors. They're just so solid. Blood Knights are doing great. Helm Gorst is just rubbing his sausages together here and doing awesome. I think I'm going to surprise him with the... You know what? We need to probably get just mass mobility out here and keep him honest. Although he does get a call-in of Furies there, which is a little bit problematic. I might be able to catch him with the Winds of Death, but I think just a big overcasted heal here is going to be more effective. Yeah, so we do a big invo there, and the Blood Knights are just Giga Chads. They're carrying this all the way to the bank. All right, so let's come over there, and we do break his characters. He's calling it a Fury, which the 2 dogs can definitely beat 1 Fury. Let's see which one he's going to attack. So you split them up like this, so that at least one of them can get the charge, and then you pull back through the one that got charged, just like that, and then catch him in a bad situation, right? That's the typical play. All right, let's move you guys here, and now we can move in and charge there. Hellman Gorst, does he have any magic to support with? I'm happy to take this fight because I have Dire Pack there. I think it's going to be fine. And we have his characters surrounded. Even Valkia is dying here, which is hilarious. I don't know how that's happening, but, you know, it is what it is. All right, let's go after the Furies here, get the Fellbats to come in and support. As long as I have the Mortis Engine, I think I'm okay. The Gortys Engine can solo mass amounts of infantry. Dude, Hellman Chad Gorst, 900 value, let's go. You hear him, dude, you hear Gorst laughing at my opponent, dude? He's just laughing in his face. What an absolute dirty dog, man. All right. Let's call in a Graveguard summon. So we're going to summon a Graveguard unit with Hellman Gorst, which is something people probably forgot existed. But we get a Graveguard, which is super cool, so they're going to move in. We do lose the flank fight, which makes sense. Khorne's mobility is pretty damn good. And the Blood Knights, though, are still very much alive. So we want to get those Blood Knights out, get the Graveguard summons in there, and pull back. Let's get the Gortys Engine in there, draining those guys down, and Blood Knights need to retreat back. Yeah, you guys get out here. I don't think he's going to make a play for my home objective. I don't think so. We are up in value pretty heavily right now. All right. So let's get these Blood Knights over here, see if we can win this flank fight. A lot of them are... Yeah, did you hear Gorst laughing? The Necromancer is stroking his rod. He's been stroking it several times this game. That's his second stroke right there, as a matter of fact. All right, so the Gortys, he has no way of stopping a Mortis now, so he's basically just going to probably lose unless he finds some way to magically deal with it. Blood Knight's getting a lot of picks. These are Chaos Warriors with dual weapons, so we don't want to be dealing with those. We just want to let the Mortis Engine grind them out. As far as this goes, let's get Graveguard moving up. Yeah, we're going to need a little bit more stopping power. Let's get you out this way. Let's get these Blood Knights over the top. And do I want to pull more infantry down? I probably could call a little something down there. Hellman Gorst is just owning though right now. He's just going hard. Get those Blood Knights chasing and just maybe keep some bats. I don't know. Do we go after Valkia? Let's just go attack Valkia. See if we can tar pit her a little bit. All right, Chad Knights are doing great. Let's farm ranks. Get these great weapons right on these guys. One of them can stay here. Hellman Gorst is Mortis Engineing them down slowly but surely. Let's pull the Blood Knights back. He's potentially going to lure me into a dangerous situation, so I got to be careful. Let's get another Cryptor in case he resummons a character or something. And the great weapons and zombies have done their trick. Let's turn around and fight. And Chadman Gorst is going to do an AoE. Little buff there. We do have a Winds. Probably should save. Do I have enough for an overcasted Winds? I do not. Blood Knights get another kill there, which is nice. I think I just save Imbos for Blood Knights, and that's that. What did he call in? Heralds of Khorne's Fury again. Okay, so as long as we don't get caught, like, getting charged, I think we're okay. So we're going to heal. Hellman Gorst is going to waddle this way. Valkia is eating quite a bit of damage. We have another great weapon coming. We need to get to a triple cap situation to win this game, 100%. Thankfully, our Blood Knights are faster than his mobility. Not his horsemen, but against his cav. They only have 62 movement speed. So very, very slow. Blood Knights, let's go protect Chadman Gorst. Because if he dies, we actually could still lose this game. So we need to make sure we don't throw it here. All right, let's get you guys going. And the Graveguard have arrived. Cryptors are coming for Chadman Gorst. We do get a nice charge on Valkia. She actually takes a lot of damage, and Cryptors are coming too. Let's form ranks. Form ranks. Valkia taking quite a bit, actually. Hellman a little bit low. You know what I'm going to do? I think I'm going to call in another Mortis Engine. Yeah, Valkia is almost dead. She's at 800 HP. The Cryptor Blood Knight charge was really, really brutal. Okay, those are just Marauders. So we can send the Skeletons, the Graveguard and company to go fight them. And the Blood Knights, have we broken Valkia? She's pretty close to breaking. Chadman Gorst is potentially getting hunted here, so we got to be really, really careful. Valkia is broken. That's huge. Now we just keep Chadman Gorst alive, and we're okay. We're going to come across here, and we're actually going to call in another Mortis Engine. Because you can go double Mortis with Hellman, which is pretty sweet. All right, so what do we have? Yeah, Valkia has been chased down. We want to go Fellbat from Vanguard to chase down the Horsemen. Keep them from trolling. Keep breaking you. And Hellman is going to get charged. Does he have an invo for himself? He does not. Let's get these Blood Knights to turn around and try and make sure he doesn't die, though. The Mortis Engine might get hunted. We're going to have to see. Do we go after the Horsemen? They're almost out of ammo anyway, so it's kind of stupid. So let's just go after these guys. All right, so we get that. And I think we win this because he's tar pitted. Like, we have Graveguard great weapons. We have Blood Knights. And we just drop a fat invo right here to heal the boys up. And now we have a second Mortis Engine in. It's second breakfast time, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get you guys in as well. All right. Mr. President, second Mortis has hit Charnel Valley. Yeah, I know. Magic Animus is going to give some leadership. The Gorstinator might be in trouble. Man, yeah, it's game's closer than it looks. We do get a rear charge there, but those are halberds. We don't want any of that smoke. All right, Collins, we have more Graveguard Great Open, so he'll counter halberds really hard, so. And, you know, even if we lose the Gorst, you know, we do have a second Mortis now, so I think that can probably handle a lot of what he has to offer. So let's pull these Fellbats back. Let's re-rally them, and we've almost got those Demon Cab down. We do? Okay, great. So let's move in here. Let's get the true Mortis Engine in there and keep the Gortys Engine back, because we still have a little bit of WOM. We're going to get those bats on you guys, and another bat unit actually on them too. Because that'll protect the Mortis Engine. Blood Knights, probably worth the heal. Are they healing cap? Oh, okay, I can. Fair play. Let's pull them back here. Mortis Engine is draining. He does have a lot of horsemen. But hopefully the Gortys Engine gets it done. Let's pull these Blood Knights around the outside and have them run some disruption. Mortis Engine needs to stay involved. And Blood Knights go. Fellbats, they go also. We chase. And we break him again. Okay, great. So now we're basically in a situation where he would have to triple cap us. And we have like a ton of disruption here. So we chase, and we chase. All right, so those bad boys are going to get hunted, and might as well just cast an Invo on these Cryptors before they die. Better than nothing. Magic Animus and Dire Pack out of the top Vanguard point, I think, to just keep his mobility in check. Although Hex Race could have been cool there too. But yeah, we have heavy hunting potential in those guys. He gets another champion called in, which I don't have a ton of tools against, honestly, but the Mortis Engine crushes his troops off that point. Let's pull the Blood Knights back, keep the bats chasing, and we get it. All right. We're in the grand finals, baby. You can't unsummon lords anymore. No, they got rid of that. No, two Mortis Engines aren't even degenerate in Dom mode. In land battle, maybe, but... Yeah, the thing is we beat his characters. His chosen build was better, I think, but my build was also much improved. Yeah, GG, well played. Okay. Stressful. One for sure. Okay. So the Dark Lord of the Vampire Counts has made it to the finals. Helmengorst. So this is it. This is all the marbles on the line here. 1,500, 1,000, 1,100, not bad. The Black Knights, even though they didn't get a lot of value, they kept the Horsemen in check and allowed my Mortis and Great Weapons to grind. Holy shit, look at the Blood Knight value. Oh man, look at that. The Blood Knights, 3,500. Oh, they carried that game. Man, I don't even know what they hurt. I guess they dunked on his cab a little bit with the charges, but those Blood Knights carried hard. Okay, yeah, that's some serious Blood Knight value. Okay, so we're in the grand finals now, I think. Let me report the scores for our games. Against Hitman Hippo. He's probably going to crush us. It depends on what faction he's playing. If he's playing one of his trained factions, I'm probably dead, but if not, then yeah, then we might be okay. All right, so I'm just reporting the scores. Vampire Counts, and that was against Scaven, the earlier game. Okay. Yeah, the corn build was cool. His first, we played earlier in the tournament, Indy. He beat me earlier. But my build was terrible in the beginning. It was really bad. So I went back to the drawing board this time and was able to figure it out. The Graveguard were really good. They were clutch. But Gorst wasn't bad. He was like, he's a smaller target than the Mortis. So I feel like that helped. Vampire Counts versus Maverick. He was Corn. Okay. And there we are. Yeah, I'm playing today, yeah. I am. Oh, the grand finals. It is the Hippo. Let's see what he's got. I'm sweating bullets, dude. Is this? I'm sorry if this is anticlimactic, guys. He's really good, and I'm on a faction I don't know how to play. Oh god, what's he playing? I think he's demons. Graveguard halberds are coming soon. Yeah, they are. They would have been helpful there actually, but yeah, here we go, baby. What's the map? Hippo's AFK. I win by disqualification. I'm just kidding. It's Borderlow Landing is the map. Yeah. It'd be cool if he was Bretonia, but I don't think he is. He's Demons of Chaos. Okay, I don't know how to win this, but we're gonna figure it out. Alright. I have some schemes here that could pay off. I don't know if it's the right direction, but we're gonna try it. Yeah. So Borderlow Landing is the map. Okay, let's get 2 of these guys. Vargeist are pretty bad here. But although, oh, that's right. In this matchup, if you don't have the sky, you just lose. So I have to play that a little bit probably. Okay, let's do that. And then you and you. And you. Looking fun. All right, awesome. Yeah, I think I just have to play like this or else we just get wrecked, right? He doesn't have Knights of Immolation, though. He doesn't have those. He's got, what does he have? He has the not the Furies, the Fury equivalent. Yeah, he's got Furies. He's got the Stingrays. He's got Changebringers. It's a lot of scary stuff. Because the problem is, if you don't bring an Air Force and they just come in with 2 Changebringers, you just instant lose the game, right? Which is not great. So we need to figure out a little something to do about that. If you know what the Rock is cooking here. All right, and let's do that. Okay. Yeah. Is this what's cracking here? Is this what the Rock is cooking? I think it is. I think this is what the Rock is cooking. All right. Oh, Wraiths are the worst thing in this matchup. It's horrific. You're just gonna get their whole roster is magic damage. They're demons, so it's just all bad news bears. All right, so trying to like save money wherever I can. Probably want that. Yes. Good, Anakin, good. And then cut you. I think this has to be the build or else we just auto lose. Big YouTube trying to keep me down. It is, dude. They're trying to keep me down. All right, so as far as infantry goes, I mean, just basic sword and board Graveguard are your best friend, probably, in terms of the infantry game. So they have, yeah, I think you guys are probably the dedicated cav units here. Vargeist are okay, but they get annihilated by Furies typically, so that's just a very scary fight for you. But I think you like want one just in case. This is the one that has Vanguard deployment, right? Yeah. Black Coach is the GOAT. Dude, get that out of here, man. Can you bring a Mutalith? Can he bring a Mutalith? I don't think he can. I can't remember, actually. It's been a while. Huh? That's the way. Hitman Hippo likes it. Let's get some of these guys. Cryptors in this matchup, what do we need them against? I mean, they're still resilient, regenerating units. We could bring this guy, but he probably just goes wide with like a ton of shooting, right? Is what I suspect is going to happen. So yeah, I think bringing one of those is probably decent. What anti-large cav do they have? They don't really have too much. Man, I remember when Black Knights and Graveguard had magic damage. That would have been insanely good. That would have flipped this whole matchup on its head for sure. Yeah, I suppose that's what we're gonna bring. I suppose that is it. I have some sneaky schemes, but Hippo is, I don't know how good he is at Demons of Chaos. Demons of Chaos are definitely a top tier faction. Vampire counts are solid. They're like a good mid tier faction. I'm really enjoying vampire counts these days, honestly. I never thought I would say that, but now that they're not OP anymore, I feel like I can finally play them without feeling bad. How about the characters? Oh yeah, I'm an idiot. Oh my god, I almost forgot like some of the most essential units in this matchup. I am what they call an idiot. All right. All right, let's see if we can just not get annihilated. If we can just kind of hold our own, I'll be happy. My favorite YouTube moment was for you. Oh, that happened to you, Andy. Really? I get my streams occasionally demonetized by drawing dongs using the drawing tools. Like I saw that like 3 or 4 of my streams had been demonetized, and I didn't know why. I was like, but then I looked through them and looked at the patterns, and it was only the ones I had been drawing dongs in. So I did draw one today. I'm living a little dangerously, but it was more of a chode. Turnstill regularly plays regularly. Yeah, I haven't played in a tournament in about a month. I've been casting more. I haven't played myself much at all. But, you know, not much has changed, right? It's not like there's some new meta for me to explore or whatever. Yeah, it's worth it, I think, right? The Balefire cart it's an interesting choice. My only gripe with it is that, like, it's blues and pinks will snipe it so easily. Yeah, I don't know. Let me evaluate this. See. Yes. All right. Yeah. I don't know. We'll try it out. Good old YouTube, dude. It's crazy. There's some horrific stuff on YouTube. Like people just have the most like horrific takes and just say just really just awful stuff. And they're somehow these channels are allowed to thrive. And then just for drawing a little like a little dongage over here, we're getting slapped. Yeah, dong disinformation. Yeah, today was probably the worst one I had drawn. It was pretty bad. I faltered. It wasn't long enough. It was a little too wide. Yeah, this is definitely a tough matchup. I think vampire counts typically get wrecked by Tzeentch really bad. Like the Tzeentch wrecks vampire counts in my anecdotal experience, but they also don't have Centaurs of Tzeentch, so they can't control the mobile game as easily. So there's that. Yeah. You know what the most annoying thing? One of the most annoying things on YouTube is I love YouTube as a platform. I think it's great, and I'm eternally grateful for it because it's allowed me to have this life and hang with all you guys. But like how people can do fraudulent copyright claims and there's no like repercussions for the person who does it. So like, for example, there's the Heroes of Might and Magic 3 soundtrack. If you try and stream that game on YouTube, you're going to get instantly, somebody's going to claim your video and take all the income from it. What little pennies you might make, right? And apparently it's not the person who actually did the soundtrack. It's just some fraudulent dude who goes around and claims it. And it's such a convoluted, crappy process to fight back on YouTube against that most people just say, screw it, it's not worth it. And then they just turn the sound off, when they're streaming that game. Yeah, it's very troll. The beast is still, oh, sorry. Yeah, the beast will be, Wookiee will be, he'll be tamed. All right. So basically what we got is we have a big Air Force. Because if we don't have the Air Force, we insta-lose. I have Storm of the Night. I have a Vampirist with Buna. I have a Terrorgeist and then 2 Felbats. I'm hoping that's enough for me to not just get annihilated in the beginning, right? So we're going to see. And then I'm going to call a Dire Doggy out to go grab that objective, like, right out of the gates. Yeah. Okay. Cool. 4 and 5. All right, so let's move you guys up like so. And you guys head to the middle. And let's get one doggy over there to go grab that objective. Is he trying to cheese me in the sky? He's not. Okay, so it's a ground-based army, which, unfortunately, a lot of my tech. But at least I'm not going to lose to Changebringers and not be able to fight back. The beast is still going to be decent here, but Storm of the Night will counter Furies at the very least. So if we do see Furies brought out, then at least we have some answers against those, right? Which is cool. All right, so now it's time to get some Graveguard probably coming. Felbats will be okay against like pinks and things like that. I definitely was expecting a big scary Air Force, and that's going to be the Poseidon Javelin. Can we juke it? Oh, dodge it! Oh my god, you just can't dodge that? Okay, I guess there's no dodging that MLG Javelin play. All right, so we're going to go hide you behind the pillar, and we're going to take the Vampirus over there and go do a little bit of bullying. We do see, okay, he's calling out an Air Force, so that's good. That gives me something to use my abilities on, right? And let's do this. Do a little breath attack, see if he's going to be chilling. And we're going to attack a little and see if we can get some HP off that bad boy. All right, so now we can call out Homeboy. Maybe drag some HP off. Let's juke a little bit. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Yeah, we're juking. We're having fun. And the rest of my army's on its way up. So now we need to get the Sternsman here. Let's just get a regular Graveguard. We need to hurry. So, all right, so we got a shield down, unfortunately. Nothing else. We're going to have to just eat these Javelins like champs and just keep juking about. And now you guys can come over here. And we can do a little bit of this. We can go attack these Nurglings if we want. Although it's a little risky. We might get trapped like in that area. And it looks like he's going for my back objective too. So great minds think alike. He was thinking the same thing. And obviously I don't have much defending it, just a dog unit. So they end up getting wrecked by a couple Nurglings. So I was so hyper fixated on not losing that skirmish that we lost the skirmish. So let's pull back. Let's get that Graveguard unit heading to the side objective. Should be able to get there eventually. In the meantime, we steal his objective too, right? So, it's not a complete loss. We're both going to basically take an L there. And in the meantime, we're just going to chill with the bats. We do get our army over there. And this Lord, is he still on fire? He is. Oh, he's about to be, damn it. Oh no, that doesn't actually cause anything. So as far as the capture weight goes, my ghoul steal his objective. We're both kind of playing the game. I'm going to go ahead and call in a Black Knight as well to come help out. Should be able to get that objective. Here we need to go and get aggressive. So we need to move up and force a fight probably. Okay, so let's get you guys going. We do have the Buna. And the bats can fly overhead too. Great, so let's get this party started. We're going to go ahead and get a breath attack. And looks like they're going to retreat. So that's going to give the capture weight I need. And the ghouls can go after the Nurglings, see if we can get a freebie there. And the Terrorgeist is getting shot a little bit. In the meantime, let's get you guys moving up, and we're just going to chill right there. Should be enough capture weight for us. And hopefully we can win this fight. Yeah, hopefully we can. All right, so he's completely forced off the middle, which is what we want. We're going to pull back this way. And, ooh, a rampage. Okay, so we got to go, like, help Homeboy out. We can't like, let him get cooked. All right, so bats and bats. Let's get on these guys. I don't know how good Fate of Buna is actually going to be here. But we're going to try it. And I think my Lord might be okay. I think we're all right. Yeah, he's taking a little bit of damage, but if we can get the zombies in there and get a heal off in a second. Yeah, we have another 15 seconds. He's not doing that much damage to us. So I'm feeling decent about it. All right, so let's get another Graveguard unit coming to the middle. That actually went very well for us, believe it or not. Let's go get on the Chromatic Abominations. And my Lord should be out of his stupor here in a second. All right, let's pop the sword here. We're going to go ahead and cast a big Flock of Doom, hitting mostly everything here. So we hit all that, and now these Nurglings are getting cooked. And my characters took that reasonably well, actually. We can use Storm of the Night to punish the Shrieking Skyrays and try and just kill them. And as far as the back point goes, we do have a triple cap on our opponent now, so that's great. So we're going to go ahead and pull you guys over here, and we're going to get a couple Skelly Spears on the back point just to help reinforce that. All right, so they're going to head here. And we do get Storm of the Night. We punish. Value trading is actually really good. All things considered, we're going to get a big invo here, pull our characters back. We do manage to get one of the Nurglings down. And yeah, not bad at all, actually. I was expecting to get annihilated really quickly, but did invo not hit my Lord? I think he didn't get hit by it. That's really, really not good, actually. All right, Corpse Cart. Let's get you guys moving, get you guys heading up this way, and get the Corpse Cart juking back. We have our vampire characters here chilling. That is a summon, so we're just going to kind of run away from them and call these guys around the outside. Let's get these Black Knights back there to make sure we don't lose that. You're going to keep waddling here. Oh, Pavane is off cooldown again. Okay, interesting. So we need to go make sure he doesn't die. But if he does, it's not the end of the world. We do have a backup caster, so, you know, it could be worse. All right, so Dire Pack charges the Hounds of the Blood Hunt, and let's get you to go after the Slanesh caster here. How are we doing in that fight? Yeah, the Slanesh caster actually doing very well. The Rampage, very, very strong, right? Very strong. Okay, so those guys are coming. Let's get Dire Pack over there to make sure we don't lose that cap. And, ooh, man, our Lord lives again. Okay, so these little, like, survival things are pretty big. If we can squeak away here, that's going to be massive. Our unholy, unwashed zombie legion here is doing reasonably well. He still has not gotten his back objective. So we need to keep running with you and call in a Fellbat. Okay, Fellbat's coming. We're going to do this. And do we have Storm of the Night? It's unfortunately on cooldown here. And I don't know why this Vampire Lord is not outrunning those guys. He should be. But yeah, a lot of my opponent's army is kind of trapped up. If we can get this Vampire Lord stabilized, maybe we're okay. Okay, so Count Chocula is trying his best, and we do stabilize that side objective, which is great. So that's a huge win for us. And now we're going to go run to the back of the map and just basically try and survive. All right. And we have a secondary caster. We're tar pitting a lot of his army. There's things that are actually going really, really well. All right, so Dire Pack, let's get him over here to go after these guys. And we have the two Skellies now, so they should be able to anchor that. Let's get a heal on you, on the Von Karstein Lord, and he's going to go loop around that way. Air Force fight here is going well. And my opponent gets their back objective back as well. We get more bats and fiends and other goodies coming in. Unfortunately, yeah, the fiends are gonna be a big problem for us. All right, so we got that objective, feeling pretty safe about that. Let's go get on the Dire Pack here. Von Karstein Chad is nearby, and we've almost dragged down the Shrieking Skyrays. Cool, so maybe we get away. Yeah, did I bring Blood Knights? I think I did. And as far as the infantry game goes, we still have this Goose. Goose is doing great. We need to get this Goose out of here. And we do get Rampage, but that's exactly where we were going anyway, so I'm not too worried about that. Let's use the Sword of Anti-Heroes. Let's get you guys to charge into the flank of those. Let's get you coming over here, buddy. And do we have a Buna or anything good for them? Yeah, we do get that nice anti-large surround. Goose needs to come over and help. All right, so we're going to go drop a breath attack right here on these guys. Vampire Lord up in the sky is a little bit surrounded. So now as far as call-ins go, I think we need a Blood Knight, but did I even bring one? I think I did. Okay, good. So we're going to get that Blood Knight in there. Come on, buddy. Come on. They might get wrecked by the fiends. I'm not sure. but we're gonna find out the hard way. All right, Blood Knight's coming in. You guys just move there. Keep tying these units down. The Goose is gonna move in. We're gonna keep running here. And what do we got? We got Dire Pack. We do also have a full health unit of Graveguard there, so maybe that gets it done. Yeah, he really has a hard on for my Lord, which makes sense on vampires. Okay, so we get Storm of the Night activated. We can attack those guys for a second. As far as the backfield goes, if we can like magically win this fight, that would be pretty colossal. And I think my Vampire Lord is cackling away, so we're just gonna go hide him in the shadows. Does he have another invo for himself? He does. And one more Fellbat just to help win this little Air Force duel would be nice. Yeah, maybe the Vampire can do it. It does have Immortal Will, so it can heal itself. Alright, so let's get in there. We're gonna charge these guys, and hopefully our lines will hold here. You're coming back. Von Karstein Chad is gonna be chilling like by the pillar. And cool. So we hold that point. Let's get these two spears coming over here now. And the Blood Knights get a nice charge in there, actually. We get a nice little route right there. And our Lord is cackling pretty hard. He's going to just take up refuge next to this pillar here. Blood Knights coming in, though, is not Blood Knights, but Blood Letters. Exalted Blood Letters, nonetheless. It's hard. So we're going to need to get our big boy out of there and figure it out. Because he's going to start crushing our army. Honestly, though, I'm very happy with how this game's going. This is a very competitive game. All right. So where do we go with our characters? Blood Knights are free. The Graveguard are going to get wrecked. We do manage to get onto his backfield a little bit, but the Exalted Bloodletters, we kind of don't have an answer for those. But let's get everybody to the middle. Try and get an invo up on these guys if we can. Hopefully they live. We'll see. They might just crumble out and die. I think the Demons, yeah, the Fiends are a big problem in this matchup. Those things are incredibly hard to deal with, it feels like. Okay, so he overextends a little bit, so we can actually turn around and fight now, which is going to be good. And do we call in a Devils of Swarthofen? Yeah, they can maybe kill the Exalted Bloodletters. We'll see. All right, so we're moving in. Mortal Will is going to be a free heal, and our character is in there, ready to party. We're going to drop a Flock of Doom over there. Okay, Blood Knights are doing it. Yeah, let's go. Do we crumble those Fiends down? Just about. And you guys can move into the secondary here. Devils of Swarthofen. We're going to go ahead and attack these Furies up in the sky. Hopefully we freaking win that fight. We're going to drop a Storm of the Night just to really make sure we win it. Okay, so Blood Knight's crumbling. We do get Storm of the Night activated, so it does kill those. Nurglings and, okay, Changebringers are here. So we need to get you guys coming out, get a Fellbat. We do have answers against them, right? It's just, it's very, very dodgy. All right, so let's get you back up in the sky. We're going to run away with you. We do kill his Furies. And let's go get on this. Unfortunately, I just used my Storm of the Night, so I can't really... He's going to try and Pavane me here, so I'm just running. Yeah, we're just going to run and see what he wants to do. The Blood Knights are still giga-chatting it. They're doing great. Vampire Lord is on the appropriate target. I'm down in value, but that's to be expected. Do we have any like quick help we can get out here? Yeah, not Dire Pack, but we can get these guys out. Maybe if like there's a small chance we win that fight, especially with some support. Changebringers and Bats need to get back up in the sky. Let's do this and keep chasing them with the Vampire Lord. Oh, here we go. The reverse Uno. The Chad Vampire Lord versus the Slanesh Caster. If we can get this, that's really, really big for us. And we do have those Changebringers kind of compromised right now. We have the Exalted Bloodletters heavily overextending. All right, so let's go hunt these guys down. We do get the surround on the Vampire Lord, or on the Slanesh Lord. If we can kill this thing, then that's just GG probably. Let's get an info on them. Stay on the Slanesh Lord. We need to kill it. If this thing rallies, you know, my opponent might be able to come back and still do well. We do get a decent little fight there. In the meantime, Fellbats are going to keep hunting the Changebringers. All right. The Lord should be disintegrating now, and that's going to be a big win for us. All right, so from here, I don't even know how we deal with that freaking infantry unit. Maybe Black Knights with some, you know, other support. I'm not 100% sure. We can take down these guys. Let's pop the Immortal Will, which is going to give some healing. Great, so we got his Lord down. His Lord is out of the picture, ladies and gentlemen. But how do we deal with those Exalted Bloodletters? That, to me, is the biggest problem. All right, so let's get Black Knights. The reverse Uno, yeah, but the points are close. You know, they're close. The Changebringers are still very much alive, so we need to get our doggies around the side and go hunting, and keep our Lord back in the shadows, because if he dies, we're just cooked, basically. We're going to go ahead and do a Flock of Doom on them. All right, so let's get you guys around. Vampire Lord is, unfortunately, a little bit caught out. We're going to get the Dire Pack, or just regular doggies around and go after these. Probably going to get melted here pretty badly. No more Storm of the Night, sadly. I could call in... Yeah, we still have the Vargeist, a couple of them. Let's do this. Do a little bit of cycle charging here. We do get our Vampire Lord up in the sky, which is great. And I think we need to do a little sneaky now, so we need to do this. Because if we want to win, the middle's going to be hard to get. I feel like I can hold my own on my point here. He's going after my lord here. And now the doggies are free, so we can get on the Sour Guts. And you guys can keep hunting these things here. Okay. Blood Knight charge there. The Black Knights are doing okay. You know, they're fighting. They're fighting hard. 550 is what it's going to be for these. Yeah, he just passed me in points, so I don't have too much time left. I gotta really play for that here. All right, so we're trying to juke him. It's not going to be easy. He wants that lord real bad. We do get the Blood Knights with a nice square charge there. Pull back. Now we can fight the fiends here, no problem. And I think we can take an angle of pursuit where we can outrun him there. I'm not sure. We're going to find out. The Blood Knights, though, Giga Chads, absolutely hanging in there like champs. Let's get on these Nurglings. Exalted Bloodletters are still a big problem. What do we want to send over here? Yeah, our Lord is going to get away probably. I think we're gonna live. Yeah, you know, maybe just kill these Furies real quick. Maybe just kill them. If I had a Storm of the Night, man, oh, that'd be so clutch. All right, I think we got to call you out. Otherwise, we're going to get cooked with our Lord. So he's just going to keep running. Black Knights are fighting. A lot of the engagements in the middle are going towards my opponent, though, and I am running out of time. We have the 2 Furies coming. I don't know how did he, yeah. I would like it in Dom if you couldn't see when people summon, like, stealth units. Kind of defeats the purpose a little bit. All right, Vampire Lord is coming. Good. As far as the middle goes, I think we have to make a big play for the back. Is he going to be able to counter push this objective, though, is the question. I guess we have the Dire Pack call out, which is good. So you guys just melt those Chaos Furies of Nurgle. Let's get these Dire Pack running over here as well. Keep thinking about the middle. And we have our Black Knights. Do we fight here? I don't think we do. Vampirus is on its way back. Fellbats, we don't want to be diving there. Where can the Dire Pack go that's going to be effective? We do manage to kill those Furies. Yeah, they're going to disintegrate. But I don't think we have enough time. Okay, juke that. Yeah, we take a little bit of damage, but hopefully he'll be stable. Okay, hunt that guy down. Use the sword. Use the sword, Anakin. Use it. Vampire. This Lord was definitely the right choice. He was the Chad. Okay, so we get Dire Pack coming in. We have double Ghoul. Do we have anything like really strong we can call over there? Not really. It's just gonna have to be dogs. Okay, I think yeah, we're in basically a triple cap situation now. Okay, Lord is still alive. Bats on these guys is fine. Black Knights have actually been doing reasonably well. It was a unit I didn't expect to do well, but it has been. Fiends are so good, man. I don't know how we effectively kill Fiends either. I mean, I guess we've been able to drag them down this game. Oh, man, I lapsed the micro for 1 second. My Lord gets cooked. Feels bad. Not that it matters too much at this point. He's, you know, most of the units I have okay leadership, so. All right, so we've gathered up. We got the Crypt Ghouls. Let's get the Crypt Ghouls and the Crypt Ghouls to go fighting here. We'll get the Dire Pack ready to nibble. We have the Vampirus. Mortal Will, just in case she's taking some damage. Not much left here. Just a couple Zinch units. Yeah, it's like an Air Force, like a dogfight, yeah. It's pretty fun. All right, we're going to get a full surround here. We get the dogs coming in and get you guys around the back and these guys onto those. Unfortunately, I think I'm going to need the middle too. And this point needs to be secured as well. So can I get anything over there in time? I don't think so. It's going to have to be the mobility. Yeah, very happy with this. This is a great battle. This is a really sweaty game. Felt like it was contested, you know? Like, we had that near comeback when we killed his Lord. That definitely hurt a lot for him. Let's get those Nurglings punished. Let's get you coming in the middle to fight those guys. And I don't think we have any other mobility, unfortunately. Vargeist could maybe stabilize our back point by killing those units. But, yeah, it ain't gonna work. Dire Pack doing good against Fiends, but Fiends will still kill them pretty effectively. 14-23, that is going to be it. GG, well played, dude. Really good tournament today. Super fun. Happy to have gotten this far. I don't know what I would change, build-wise. The Lord, I think you have to go with that Lord kit. Otherwise, you just get dominated by Changebringers. I don't know how you do it. GG. Yeah, the Flying Lord, the Buna Vampire was decent. The Von Karstein Lord was decent. I don't know what else. The Blood Knights did fine. Maybe more Black Knights. They felt really good. They felt very solid, like solid anchors. But the Blood Knights were also what helped me Alpha Strike his Lord and kill the Fiends. Yeah, I wonder how that matchup goes. Let's go ahead and see. So checking the stats. Vampire counts. Hey, we almost brought them back up to 50%. So Demons of Chaos, Vampire counts, have they played at all? Oh, they're okay. They have a pretty horrible record against them. They're 1-5, so they've only beaten them once this season. It makes sense. That feels like a hard matchup. Yeah, it feels hard. It was. Demons seem really good. Cool. So that's going to be it for today. If you guys enjoyed this sweaty old vampire count, Halloween edition, baby. I should change the thumbnail, but Volkmar is kind of scary too. Drop a like on the way out. Helps me kind of gauge what you're interested in and all that good stuff. I did have the corpse cart that imbues magic damage, but it was just kind of hard for it to survive, you know? Yeah, 2,800 on the Tzeentch Soul Grinder was savage too, man. Oh, man, so good. 1,700. Those Tzeentch demons are so effective against you. And the problem is you have to index into anti-air, because if you don't, you just lose the game, right? So it kind of, like, these Changebringers force you to go like this, but then it makes you suboptimal against other types of armies. So there's got to be a way to find, like, a middle ground. Because even though we scrapped well, we would have lost that game really hard if he didn't blunder his Lord. It would have been over way sooner. Yeah, how do you do that? How do you cover your bases with air without compromising your ability to deal with like normal infantry and things like that? That's the tricky part. Yeah, that's the tricky part. Pretty close to the top. Don't tell my opponents. I won't. GG, man. Report that score. All right, guys, that's going to be it for today. Thank you all for your support. Super fun stream. I'll be back tomorrow streaming something else, because not Total War tomorrow, because tomorrow we'll probably do Legion Tower Defense or Age of Mythology. And then on Saturday, we have the huge faction work. It's going to be really fun. We're going to be launching my wife's t-shirt business with the faction war. And also, the prize for the faction war is really cool. We're going to give away some custom art for it, so that'll be fun. All right, guys, take care of yourselves. See you around. Adios, do widzenia. And yeah, happy Halloween, all that sort of good stuff. We did our best. Cheers, and that is it for today.
Do it. Do it.